I want everybody to pay close attention. I know we have procedures, so we'll let them be carried out. And we'll get ready to get going. Give me 1 second. Everybody tune in, because this is a very important meeting tonight that we're having together. Okay, Black Power. Black Power to all those who are in this new Black Panther Party National Orientation meeting. Black Power to you all. Black Power. I'm hoping my lighting is correct here. All right, well, I got as much as I can. Black Power, giving honor to God. I bear witness that regardless to land, label, or language, I bear witness that there is but one God. Giving honor to all of the ancestors. I speak of Harriet Tubman, all those who fought for our freedom. We come in the name of Harriet Tubman. We come in the name of Nat Turner. We come in the name of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We come in the name of Shaka Zulu. We come in the name of Minister Malcolm X. We come in the name of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We come in the name of Kwame Nkrumah. We come in the name of the Black Panther Party from the 1960s from Oakland. We come in the name of Kwame Ture, Brother Stokely, Brother Kwame. We come in the tradition, in the name, in the path of all of the great freedom fighters that have gone before us, our revolutionary ancestors. All the way down to Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinen, Attorney Chokwe Lumumba, Attorney Johnny Cochran. Certainly we have had many, many greats that have come amongst us. My dear sisters and brothers who are seeking to join the new Black Panther Party, and my dear sisters and brothers who are currently members of the new Black Panther Party, who I call all of you,
Naima,
the Panther Party.
Join the meeting.
That's fine. Just bring me back center right now. I'll come back to the history in a second. I'll come back to that. Just come back to me right now, please. And then I'll, that's nice. I'm gonna ask for that in a moment. Thank you. Just bring it to me right now. Again, my sisters and brothers, we come in the path of all of those greats who have come before us. That is our intention as we have this national orientation meeting. But specifically, I, Malik Zulu Shabazz, your chairman and attorney general, I come in the name of Dr. and Minister and Chairman Khalid Mohammed, who has given me this assignment and who has given my predecessor, the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, my former chief of staff and my chairman emeritus forever, the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, in their names, the Honorable Khalid Mohammed, in their names, the Honorable Hashim Nzinga.
Ya Asantewa.
And in the
Join
name,
the meeting.
and in the name of all of the greats who I've mentioned, and in specific, the legacy of the Black Panther Party, I greet you, my sisters and brothers, here in this national orientation meeting. Black power, black power, black power. Assalamu alaikum, hotep, free the land, praise the Lord, and pass the ammunition. Good evening, my sisters and brothers here at this national orientation meeting. To Brother Yasuki Shakur, who is the West Regional Representative of the new Black Panther Party and a key member of the National Communications Team that is responsible for
Join the meeting.
get this who was responsible for helping us get this message out today. To him, Brother Yasuk, to working on the communications team, to Sister Khalida Ramala Bastet, to Brother Ahmad, National Assistant, and to all others who are in the party, who are working hard in this critical and crucial hour. All of you who are on the line, the chairpersons, officers, officials, and those who hope to be chairpersons, officers, and officials. All of us happy to be the best title that we could have, and that's organizer. Organizer. It is an honor, as I look here on this roll sheet here, to have up to dozens and dozens and dozens of you from across the country. I'm excited this evening to invite you into the new direction of the new Black Panther Party. And happy to ask you tonight to give you good solid reasons on why you would want to join the Panther Party, and to others why you should not want to be a part of the Panther Party. Many of you should join. After you hear what I have to say, this may not be for you. After you hear what I say, to many of you, you will want to go out and gain many others. First thing I want to say is that when you come into the new Black Panther Party and you encounter your brother, Malik Zulu Shabazz, you are coming into experienced leadership. You are not coming into an operation or an organization where you have leadership that has just arrived yesterday, or somebody that has no experience. You have here, my sisters and brothers here, presenting before you. You have in myself at least 35 years of solid Black nationalist leadership, organizing, freedom fighting experience right here before you. 35 years. It was April 1st, just my anniversary of organizing. It was April 1st, 1988, on the campus of Howard University, when Unity Nation, that infamous Black nationalist student organization, stood up on Howard University campus on April 1st, 1988. 35 years ago, your brother started organizing.
Join the meeting.
As a young, fresh college student. And therefore, I have been blessed with what's called expert experience here. Expert experience. As an attorney who tries cases, as an attorney who tries cases when we're trying big cases and cases that mean something, I, as an attorney and defense counsel, they obtain what's called an expert. And an expert is brought about as an expert on police operations, an expert on jail operations, an expert on whatever subject is critical to the trial. Plaintiff and the defendant both obtain experts to inform the jury, to persuade the jury to rule in one side or another. So there's a difference, my sisters and brothers, to what's called somebody, Miss Sherelle Potts is trying to contact me in terms of finding the Zoom link, and someone give Miss from Mississippi, Miss Sherelle Potts, the Zoom link so she could be on.
Yes, sir. Noted.
It's inside of our chat.
Naima.
Join the meeting.
So we can keep rolling. Okay, so be careful. I hope we're recording this meeting. Okay, so we have what's called, and when it matters at trial, we have what's called expert experience. A person that has experience, years of experience, qualified experience. An example of an expert in leadership, who has a person that has what's called expert experience in his field, that would be like the long-standing elders, Minister Louis Farrakhan and Silas Muhammad, okay, who have longer records than I, much longer. Okay, so if you want to talk about expert experience in the Nation of Islam, we would offer the expert advice of Minister Louis Farrakhan. We would offer the expert advice of the Honorable Silas Muhammad in terms of Nation of Islam affairs, because they have those kind of credentials, leadership experience. Okay, so my sisters and brothers, what I'm saying to you this evening is not something that I'm making up from theory. The answers that I will give you to your questions that you will be allowed to ask me tonight, they're not answers that are given because I'm just happen to be considered intelligent or smart, or I can sound good, or I can research and write it back. Yes, I'm well researched. I've written books, and I'm well written, and I'm well versed, I'm well studied. But what I tell you tonight is from experience, from a man that has chaired has been the national chairman of this operation.
Join the meeting.
Okay, since as early as the year 2001 that I have chaired this organization. Since 2001, I have been the trusted confidant, the trusted attorney, the trusted national spokesman, the trusted organizer for one of the greatest black men that has ever set his foot amongst us, the Honorable Khalid Muhammad. I am his #1 trusted ally, organizer, advisor since 1989. Okay? I'm not here to brag tonight. I want to be clear. But I want to just acquaint you with the leadership of the operation and the qualifications of the leadership operations, so that you may make an informed decision on whether or not you want to join the Panther Party. Because I'm here to tell you that you do have, factually, leadership in front of you that is more than qualified to lead this organization, more than qualified to lead the Panther Party. certainly if Barack Obama was elected the 44th president of the United States, and I think he was 48 years old, well, I'm older than him. And if he led America, if Allah God put me in charge of the black nation, he wouldn't be wrong. Because I have enough years in this. So if I could be a contender for the presidency of the black nation, if we had one, certainly I would be a contender, a strong contender. Then certainly I'm qualified to lead that which I have led here since the year 2000. Okay, because, and I say what I'm saying for a reason tonight. The Holy Quran in the opening surah called Al-Fatiha, Ramadan Mubarak to all of the Muslims who are fasting. The New Black Panther Party is not a Muslim organization, but there are plenty of Muslims here. As long as they're for the liberation of black people, you are welcome. The New Black Panther Party is full of black people who believe in Christianity. And as long as they believe in a black savior and a black redeemer and in a black revolution, you're welcome here. There are plenty of Israelites in the New Black Panther Party, and I'm an Israelite also. We are the choice of God. We fulfill the scripture. Blessed Passover to all of the Israelites who are here. And if you are for the unity of all our people, and if you believe, as the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey believed in one God,
Join the meeting.
One God, one aim,
Yeah,
and one destiny.
New York City.
Got bleeding noise here.
Join the meeting.
One God, if you believe in the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey's charge of one God, one aim, and one destiny, then you're welcome here. If you don't have any one of those religions at all, but you're a spiritual person, you believe in the laws of Ma'at, you believe in truth, order, balance, harmony, reciprocity, and most of all, you believe, as the Black Messiah teaches us in the New Testament, that the best religion, the best deen, the best way of life is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you would do unto your sisters and brothers as you would have them to do unto you, good evening. This is a house that's open to us. This is a house of unity. This is a house of love. This is a house of Black liberation theology. This is a house of Black nationalism. This is a great house that you must recognize where you are and who brought you here, so we can understand the time and what must be done. I won't be long, but I must be strong. I'm in a spiritual mood. I have been eating very little, and therefore my mind is clear tonight on what I have to say. Holy Quran says in the opening surah of Al-Fatiha, it gets down in the middle of that surah, it says, Idina sirat al-mustaqim. We are asking the Holy Quran, we say, oh Allah, guide us on the straight path, the path of those whom thou hast bestowed favors, not the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down on, nor those who go astray. AME. Guide us on the straight path. Respectfully, in order for the New Black Panther Party, or for the Panther Party, in order for the Panther Party to be guided on the straight path, it would appear to me that a guide is necessary. In order to be guided on the straight path, you have to have a guide. You must have a leader. You must have an imam that will be able to tell you where the straight path is and where the path is not straight. In Islam, that name is called Al-Hadi. Al-Hadi, meaning the guide. The guide. A guide is called Hadi, one with guidance. One who has been there before, and because the guide has been there before, he's able to tell you where the path is headed now. That's one definition of a guide. When you sign up to go on a tour, you get a tour guide. You go out on a trail, you get a trail guide. You haven't been on the trail before. You haven't been on the tour before, but you get a guide, a tour guide, a trail guide that has been the trail before, been the path before, walked the road before, seen where the blocks and the obstacles and the traps are before, has seen where the safe or the straight path is. And therefore you get guidance to make it successfully. And that's what I'm here to do today for you sisters and brothers here, especially the new ones. I'm here to give you expert experience, wisdom, and guidance so that you can make it in what's called the Black Revolution and hopefully make it inside this Panther Party. And if the Panther Party will listen to me, we will be guided on the straight path so we can be successful. And none of us will go round and round in circles. Round and round in circles. Okay? So a guide. So humbly, we have been here before. And there are some leadership that is on this line that have been in this organization as up to 10 or more years, that have walked this path before, that will bear witness to what I'm saying. There is a guidance we must accept so that we won't waste time, so that we won't be thrown off the path, so we won't be captured by the enemy, captured by strange thoughts, captured by any number of nuisances or plots that are designed to take us out. Because if we do what Almighty God has demanded us to do in this hour, we will be what we say we're supposed to be, and that is the vanguard for the liberation struggle. Vanguard for the liberation struggle. And so I walked this path here of the Panther Party and of the Panther Party path for 22 years as the leader, in the party 25 years, and have led Black nationalist groups for now 35 years. All praises are due to Allah. I can tell you, as good as anybody out here in the wilderness of North America, bar not one man or woman, what the right path is for a Black nationalist organization. And you will take the fast route by accepting my advice here as I listen to you, because I intend to listen to you well. You take the fast track to victory by listening to what I will tell you and adhering to it so that we can get out of this condition quick, fast, in a hurry. You will hear as you come into the new Black Panther Party, you're going to hear many attacks on the chairman. You're going to hear me attacked because the white man knows and the enemy knows that I'm a danger to white racism and white supremacy, and that my leadership is a danger to white supremacy. It's a danger to white oppression of Black people. My leadership is in opposition to the goals of the counterintelligence program of the United States government. The Holy Quran, it must be Ramadan, so I'm using more Quran than others, but that doesn't mean this is a Muslim organization, but I'm compelled to say it. Holy Quran in the 49th chapter and the 6th verse says that when an unrighteous or wicked person brings you news, look carefully into it, lest you harm a person in ignorance and be sorry for what you have done. And so after this meeting, after anything strong that the Panther Party does here, and I'm a part of it, you will come under attack. You will meet informants. You will meet jealous-hearted, chicken-hearted, sorry behind it enemies that will try to disrupt what we have done. If you think they like the fact that we have assembled in these numbers tonight, it'll only get worse. Because once we carry out this plan tonight and get to the next step of plan and the next step of the plan, we are on our way to fulfilling that which the counterintelligence of the United States government said that they would deny. They said they wanted to stop the rise of a Black Messiah that would unify and electrify Black people and stop the rise of Black nationalist organizations. They thought and they sought to destroy the Black Panther Party of the 60s. They did disrupt and destroy Huey P. Newton and his operation. But the trap was beaten in the resurrection of the new Black Panther Party. But they did infiltrate the new Black Panther Party. They did, in fact, split and divide in the days of my father, the Honorable Khalid Abdul Muhammad. They did, perhaps, one way or another, drive him to the grave. Either the white man or niggas drove my father to the grave. And they did, in fact, harass my chairman, my big brother, the Honorable Hashim Nzinga. The enemy harassed his operation to the grave. And no good niggas fussed and argued and competed and contended and backstabbed and scratched and cut and desecrated each other until my big brother went on to the other side and went to the grave. You only have a short time remaining to get it together. New Black Panther Party. Only a short time to get it together. As I conclude this part of my opening, the Black Christ, the Black Messiah, who's called Jesus in the scripture, says to us, I must do the work of he who sent me while it is still day, yet the night cometh when no man can work. He said, I must do the work of he who sent me while it's still day, for the night cometh when no man can work. My sisters and brothers here who are listening in this new Black Panther Party orientation meeting, You had Khaled and you don't have him anymore in person. You had Huey and you don't have him anymore in person. You had the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, you haven't had anymore in person. The Bible says that we have shed the blood of our prophets from Abel to Zechariah. That we have shed the blood of our own prophets, our own messengers, our own deliverers, that we have shed their blood. We got a short time remaining to get it together while we have leadership that will bear the yoke to do this job. Let us be mindful and get it together. All across this nation, my sisters and brothers, bear with me. Black power, listen to me carefully, please, tonight. I don't run around speaking every week. You don't hear me talking all the time. So if I say something, it's well considered. It's well thought out. Black power, and just give God the glory. Why are you here? You should be here because you're concerned about police brutality. You should be here because you are outraged that police departments across the hells of North America are continuing to beat the hell out of Black people. That they are continuing to shoot Black people down unarmed. That the police departments and police officers, most of them white, some of them Black, are continuing to assault, beat, and kill Black people all over America. You should be here because you're angry about Tyree Nichols. You should be here because you're pissed off at what happened to Michael Jenkins. You should be here because you're angry at what happened to Jaheim McMillan. You should be here because of Sandra Bland, George Floyd, and any other number of names of the victims of police brutality. I'll let you call their names right now. Even if you're on mute, just call their names out wherever you are. Because I'm hoping that's why you're here, because that's a key reason why we're here. The Panther Party comes about as a result of the Black people's desire to defend themselves against police brutality. That is the reason that the Panther Party comes about. It is to promote self-defense and to fight back against police brutality. That is at the origin of the Panther Party, October 15th, 1966. What were the original founding principles of the Black Panther Party of October 15th, 1966? Black unity, political action, and self-defense. Black unity, political action, and self-defense. That's what it was originally. Before Marxism, before dialectical materialism, before any of those doctrines, it was Black unity, political action, and self-defense. And I must be honest to you, like an Old Testament Black nationalist prophet, I'm sticking to the basics. You want to ask me what is the core of the doctrine of the Panther Party today? Under this leadership, Black unity, political action, self-defense. And when I say Black unity, I mean Pan-Africanism. The unity of Black people all over the 196,940,000 square miles of the planet. And our philosophy aligns with the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey: one God, one aim, one destiny. The ultimate expression of Black unity is the unity of all Black or African people. That's where we are. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. Now let's talk about police brutality and what are my expectations. Because some of you want to join, but you will waste our time and waste my time joining if you are not ready to fight. One reason why I'm liked and beloved. That's true. But I'm also not liked in the authority that I have because I'm serious about the job and I demand that everybody that holds a position or a title here be serious about their job. I'm looking for seriousness, and we're looking for seriousness, not people just to hold titles because they want to feel more important than somebody else. So they want to put a bunch of titles. And here I come, I'm here to hold you accountable for a title. If you say you're a national official, you national, well, you're gonna have to be, and you're gonna have to be in the nation. You're gonna have to be where I be. And you're gonna have to be where national officials, such as the national spokesman, Momoja Ajabu, the honorable elder, or the national prime minister, Brother Naji. National officials who are found from Buffalo to South Africa to Mississippi to Indiana, all over the country. National means nation. It does not mean to sit in your house and to be the big man on the telephone with a national title and you never left your city. Yes, I'm hated for teachings like this because I came into office by direct appointment from my predecessor, the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, and from God's permission to make sure that everybody who has a job description is qualified to fulfill it. That's part of the guidance that I have to offer. We right now, the expectation here right now, if you're in the struggle for police brutality, the expectation for this party and this organization, and it is an overdue expectation, we are supposed to be the strongest fighting force on the streets of the hells of North America. We in the Panther Party are supposed to be the strongest fighting force against police brutality anywhere in the hells of North America. We in the new Black Panther Party are supposed to be the most active police patrolling force anywhere in the hells of North America. We in the new Black Panther Party are supposed to be the leading activists and organizers in the police brutality struggle, and we are currently behind schedule, and I'm looking for some freedom fighters who are willing to take the front lines with me in this struggle against police brutality and stop playing with it. Black Power.
Black Power, Chairman.
I'm on the front line, ma'am. Okay. I'll read my other message on my other phone in case you have something to tell me. I'll put the exhibits up when we get into questions and answers.
Yes,
I'm trying to get to your questions and answers. My sisters and brothers, your chairman, or in this case, your imam, is on the front line. On the front line for police brutality in America. As an attorney at law, I have some of the most important police cases and jail death cases in America, and that means something critical for this conversation. I have some of the most vicious police cases and important cases And by God's grace, I'm going to have many more, as more of you and more of my people gain confidence in my skills as the attorney at war for Black people, attorney general for Black people. Therefore, I'm on the front line against Rankin County and their wicked officers. I'm on the front lines in the struggle against police, Prince George's County Police Department, on the front line against many of these police departments that we talk about. Brothers and sisters, I can't afford to just have let's just say a demonstration or a news conference, though I don't knock it. I can't afford to merely have a demonstration or an event to express being on the front line for the police departments that I am duty bound to be against. For when I finish, as an attorney at war, when I finish that news conference, I have to work day after day, week after week, file after file, every week after you see me in the national news or national newspapers. Every week after that, outside of the news, I'm here steadily at work, and every week, every day, every week. This is an intensified struggle when you're litigating to get to the truth against these police departments. But I'm here for that. That's my job. But it must be noted that it's consuming my mind and consuming my time. Therefore, I need help. I'm fulfilling my role right now in the police brutality struggle in two aspects: as the Attorney General and over the defenses. And we're going to hear from the Defense Department shortly. But thank God, sisters and brothers, that we have an attorney at war. Thank God that the Black nationalist movement, that you who claim Black power, that you right here from amongst you, not from another camp or somebody else, from right here and amongst you, you have a qualified, certified attorney at trial, lawyer, warrior that is here to help you in this struggle anywhere across America. Because let's be honest, none of the other attorneys out there that fight in these cases where you are, none of these other lawyers either want you or will accept you, but your brother who comes from your midst. They are scared of Black, scared of Black power, running from Black power. And they've been running from me. But Almighty God has fixed it up, and He has hooked it up, and He has placed me on the front line in the struggle for police brutality. And that means two things for us tonight. It means that my time is heavily consumed, and therefore I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for leaders. Inasmuch as any of you have come on this line to fight me for my leadership, seek to seek, am I getting weak? Seek to seek, is there any way that you can get in, think you could try to lead? I'm here to tell you that if you fit for leadership, your time has come. Because my time is getting consumed. I'm not the same man as I was in 2001. I'm more busier with more burdens and a high level of expectation on me. I'm moving up the ladder. All around the United States of America, my phone is off the hook. They want the attorney at war that won't sell them out. And so where are the Panther leaders that's ready to step up by my side? Where are the companions? Where are the national officials and freedom fighters that are willing to go on the ground in these cities and towns and raise Black people up and raise this fight up and raise Panthers up? I'm looking for you tonight because I can't do it all. I'm only one man and I got my hands full. So I'm looking tonight because I only have X amount of time and hours in a week. I'm looking for new leaders. Yeah, they're running.
Join the meeting.
Yeah, they're running from me. You big shots here in this party. You're some of you, not all of you, some of you are running to me. Brother Yasu is running to me every day. He's running to me, not from me. Sister Collada is running to me, not from me. Many others who are on this line are running to me, not from me, because they're trying to help take up this load for this chosen organization. You're chosen, new Black Panthers. Let me get this out. Be patient with me tonight. You're chosen, man. Just choose yourself. And get rid of doubt, weakness, hypocrisy, and believe in yourself and believe in your leadership. Then we can be companions in this mission, because I need companions. I need some suited and booted revolutionary companions. I need companions that want to build a Black Power movement. Companions that want to build a Buy Black movement. Companions that want to be a part of a police brutality movement. Companions that want to build a well-trained, well-regulated armed defense movement. Companions in this reparations movement. Companions to help me raise up Black men and Black women and raise them out the grave in the ghettos of America. I need companions and people that just don't want to talk it, but they want to walk it. And people don't want to run from the fight, but they want to run to the fight. I'm looking for companions in this mission. And so, as an attorney at war that's doing my job, I want you to know that in these police cases, shootings, and deaths across this country, that my office is open, and that my office here with the Honorable Khadijah Shabazz, and Sister Collada Bastet, that the offices of Black Lawyers for Justice are open, and we're open to take on, to analyze, and to be there for you here in this party in your struggle. That we are here and we are competent in this fight. I'm looking for the replacement. Don't take this offensive. I'm looking for the replacement. Let me take that back. That's too contentious of a statement. I'm looking for the upgrade from Black Lives Matter as the premier national force against police brutality. I'm looking for the upgrade from Black Lives Matter. I'm looking for the force that believes in Black traditional fundamental values, so-called patriarchy, so-called traditional freedom-fighting organization here, the Panther Party. I'm looking for Black nationalists, those that believe in the red, black, and green, those that believe in the cry, freedom or death. I'm looking for what's overdue. For you in these cities and regions to be the premier, primary, fighting activist force against police brutality. I'm seeing it in some areas, but I must see it more. I'm not pleased in this hour. Thank you, Memphis, who we'll hear from shortly. Thank you, Memphis, Tennessee, for being on the front line for Tyree Nichols. Thank you. but we even have to be stronger. Thank you in other cities, Mississippi. Thank you, Mississippi, for standing up for Jaheim McMillan. Thank you for standing up for Jenkins. Thank you for standing up for Damian Cameron. But Mississippi, you must be stronger against the wickedness of police brutality. And I must tell you, Mississippi, you will never be strong against white racism and police brutality as long as you are divided from within. You'll never be who you're supposed to be. That goes for the whole nation out there of you, all of you. We will never be what we're supposed to be, being divisive and competitive. We must unite against police brutality. And to conclude this section, I'm looking for those that will give mayors in this city nightmares. I'm looking for those activists and freedom fighters that will look to give chiefs of police in their cities nightmares. I need to see you out there. I need to read about you out there. I need you on the behind, in the name of God, on the behind of the enemy. Police departments, in the name of Huey, in the name of Bobby, in the name of Khaled, where are you at on the police departments of America? I'm not seeing enough action on these no good bastards. And so I must have action if you are in for that part of the fight. If you're in for it, you got to be about it. Front line, boots on the ground. If not, come the hell up off of the internet. Talk it. We are supposed to be, and we're behind schedule in being the premier organizing activist force against police brutality. When I turn on that TV set, I want to see, whenever they said a black person was killed or injured by the police, I want to see what the new Black Panther Party is doing. You think I want to just sit up here and read about myself and what I'm doing in the fight? Hell damn no. All hands in the fight. One day soon, fast, quick, fast, in a hurry. We will be out here on police patrols like we did at some points in Las Vegas. All praise is due to Allah for the Las Vegas chapter of the new Black Panther Party. And God be with my brother Jay Jackson. And God be with those who are in Vegas who have engaged in police patrols and put their lives on the line. I'm looking for captains. I'm looking for defense men. I'm looking for brothers and sisters who will seize the time in this hour and who will make bold and courageous moves and rewrite history and to reestablish police patrols and police monitoring and educating Black people on what they need to know when dealing with the police, that will take my pamphlets and take our legal pamphlets out to brothers and sisters in the streets at night and investigate, film, record, monitor, counter, and deal with these police. I have a dream that I will wake up one day and read the front page of my paper, Black Panther police patrols all over America. I've been trying to get it done for 20 some odd years. I beg you, while I have time left, to rise up and make your stance in the war against police brutality. And it has to be beyond objecting on Facebook. I know they don't like me for putting this kind of pressure on folks, but I must do it because I'm commanded to tell you to do this. I love you, but we're behind schedule. Shout out to everybody who's on top of the police brutality issues. These are my expectations. Now, self-defense. I'm coming to Black economics and reparations, and then I'll open. These are the areas. This is the Panther program that I'm talking about. This is the program that we are running. This is the Panther program that I'm advocating. This is the guidance that I am giving you, the guidance from a fit guide to tell you how to get this done and get it up and going to fulfill your destiny, down to the details, from the so-called hated past master, the man that's hated for holding us and you to details. Sorry about that. Black power, man, listen in and take this guidance and instructions. Now, I love y'all, man. I love you. I honestly swear, I love you. Even my enemies who are on the phone line, who have crept in on the line, I love this ass whipping you're gonna take tonight. Now, police brutality, it's gonna get big. It's going to get bigger. And your attorney general, your chairman, is going to be bigger in this fight. Where I am, you should be. Where I put my foot down, you should put your foot down also. I'll come back to that. I'm looking for tonight new blood. I'm looking for new radical activists that will shake up City Hall, shake up sheriff's departments, shake up this enemy, that know how to work with other Black people, coalitions, and know how to rock these streets until the streets is on fire. That's what I'm looking for. Some cold-blooded, ice-cold activists that can operate in cities like Ferguson, Missouri when it's on fire, operate in cities like Baltimore when they're on fire, operate when these cities go up. When these cities go up, the Panther should be right there on the top of the line, not ducking behind the line. He out there ducking. People out here fighting and throwing down, you go ducking. But you on the goddamn internet with an AK-47 acting like you hard. Ain't even trained, can't even shoot the damn gun. Let's go to self-defense. Self-defense here. We talking about the Panther program and platform. Old school. Black unity, political action, and self-defense. That's what I'm dropping on. The original program. Black unity, political action, self-defense. Self-defense, let's talk about it. We can't have a war against police brutality without being actively trained for armed self-defense. And we can't be a new Black Panther Party for self-defense if you don't practice self-defense. And if you are adverse to self-defense, then just admit it. There's place for you inside of the new Black Panther Party. There's a place for you. But you cannot front like you are new Black Panther Party for self-defense. What am I saying? You here in this organization, you must be trained. You must be trained, not maybe. You must be trained and you must adhere to the training policies and practices and procedures of the new Black Panther Party, or you cannot serve as a defense official or defense captain in the organization. No longer here will persons be appointed as captains and defense men or field marshals, and they are verifiably untrained in defense procedures and unwilling to engage in defense policy of the party, but they just wearing the title. Those days are gone. Gone are the days of posting weapons online, showing videos online, knowing for a fact that you are not trained on that weapon that you are out there posturing with, and that you are not really training for self-defense, but you want to get some likes on the internet. Gone are those days. Because if you are not a member of the new Black Panther Defense Corps, now you can put up the Defense Corps part, my brother. If you're not a member of the new Black Panther Defense Corps, and if you don't come by the training of the Defense Department, you cannot be a defense officer here. The hoax is over. The hoax of defense is over. You can put that up, the defense photos here. This is serious when it comes to defense of Black people. We are moving along in time. We are not where we were yesterday in the Black nation. Things are moving along. Since I have been asked to guide you by Brother Hashim Nzinga and Dr. Khalid, therefore I must enforce the standards which are in place today. The new Black Panther Defense Corps is the training operation for all defensemen, all captains, all field marshals, and all persons that are who say that they are part of the defenses of the Panther Party. You must adhere to the Defense Corps policy. You must join the Defense Corps, and you must attend the Thursday night class to be qualified here. If you don't attend the classes and are not a part of the Defense Corps procedures, we will decertify you as a defense person and dequalify you for being untrained. Black Power, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, at the time of the passing of the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, this Defense Department was in shambles. I mean, it was in shambles. We had no Minister of Defense, no formal training operations, nothing even written on paper, and it was a bunch of people just running around wearing patches and badges, saying and doing any damn thing. And nobody was trained and nobody was training. Ever since day one, as you all will bear me witness, I have been on this mission where we are fulfilling today. We were raggedy yesterday. Everybody was ahead of us yesterday. Every gun club was ahead of us. They made mockery of us. 1 year ago at the national shooting competition, at the Texas Toast shooting competition, we had a hard time getting just 3 people to shoot. I mean, we had to fight tooth and nail just to get 3 of our officers to shoot. God bless Sister Chuma. God bless Brother Stanley, Commander Stanley, and another brother. And we barely made it in, and we didn't do well, and we pulled new Black Panther Party. We brought up the rear. But at least we were there, because some other groups didn't even compete in the competition. Now look at this, sisters and brothers, what you're looking at here on this screen. That was 1 year ago. But under this leadership that you're here right now, under this leadership, which many handkerchief head, sidebar, wannabe revolutionaries, Facebook typing fools will criticize, ain't doing nothing, ain't got a goddamn slingshot. Let's look at where we have come from 1 year today under this operation and leadership. And this is just the beginning. 1 year ago, we barely competed in the Texas Toast National Shooting Competition. Just a few weeks ago on March 11th, sisters and brothers, out of 10 organizations that competed in the mighty Texas Toast Shooting Competition, which is under the leadership of that great former New Black Panther Party and my brother in the struggle, one of the last men I can trust, one of the last leaders I believe I can trust. That's what I said, one of the last ones. Brother General Babu Omowale, who convened this and who has set the Black nation on a path of training and preparation, and whose spirit of dedication has impacted me in our operations. His competition a few weeks ago, New Black Panther Party Defense Corps not only fielded one team, we fielded 2 full teams of competition shooters. A major victory. 10 of us from the top of our ranks competed, and others wanted to compete, and we didn't have enough space. That's a victory. That means our level of preparation is rising. Out of 10 organizations, sisters and brothers, New Black Panther Party A-Team, the A-Team finished second by only 4 points. Second to the mighty Henry Johnson Gun Club out of Florida. Us, the little engine that could, the one that they criticized, the one that they broke away from, that said that we wasn't serious enough or hard enough or tough enough. We, by God's grace, finished second. But it wasn't just by God's grace, it was by God's men's grace that the A-Team finished second and the B-Team didn't finish bad. And now the whole Black nation respects the Defense Department of the New Black Panther Party. We have respect out here. And they're putting respect on that name today because of the hard work and focus of not just me, but primarily now in this hour, our national trainer, Baba Kwasi Asante, our national trainer. We have brought you experts to the table. Not only do you have a political expert and a qualified attorney and an organizational expert, but now, due to our efforts and my efforts, and specifically, you have a defense training expert at your service in this party. You have one of the finest experts, a master trainer that is training the other trainers that brought us to the level that we achieved on March 11th and the level we are at today. Let us stop and appreciate that. And I want to thank you, brother commander, brother trainer, Kwasi Asante, for hanging in here and sticking with us, even when you thought that we weren't serious enough and that we weren't dedicated enough. And despite our flaws, brother, I want to thank you publicly for training our trainers and training our commanders in the Defense Department. And I want to publicly thank the rest of the trainers and captains in the different regions who stick through the process, stick through the trainings, who don't run from the training, duck from the trainings, and who are setting an example for you new armed officers, you new armed trainers, and for you new defense persons. Some of even if you're not armed, you're still welcome to be in this defense department. But now, strong shout out to the trainers. Some of them we'll hear in a minute. I want to thank Commander Kwesi Asante for standing up and training us and putting us in competition matches. You never thought that the new Black Panther Party would be participating in United States professional competition shooting matches, but that's what we're doing today across the country. Thank you, brother Stanley, brother Commander Trainer Stanley. I want to thank you, brother, for sticking with us and sticking with me and sticking with the best in yourself, brother, and for being inspired and standing up out of Indiana in the Central Region. Brother Commander Stanley, I want to thank you deeply for your commitment to the training and defenses of Black people and our party. You have my support and our support, sir. I want to thank Brother Yasu also for his efforts in Indianapolis as well as Las Vegas. I want to thank you, sir, for your defensive efforts. I want to thank Brother Abdul Aziz, Southern Regional Minister of Defense for the new Black Panther Party. I want to thank you, sir, for your commitment to training. And I pray that all of the defense officers in Mississippi unite. But specifically to you, Brother Abdul Aziz, I want to thank you. You have my support, sir. You have our support. You are key to the furtherance of this operation. All of you. I want to thank Brother OC, Brother Chris from Washington. I want to thank you, brother, out of the Mid-Atlantic region for becoming a hell of a shooter, becoming a hell of a competitor.
Jay Jackson.
And I want to thank
meeting.
I want to thank you for standing up, brother OC out of Washington, D.C. in this hour. Thank you, Brother Zion from Florida. Brother Zion for standing up in this hour. And to others who I know you will make your mark out there. I'm not mad at you because you're behind in the class. You haven't been thrown out because you're behind in the class. Just get back into class. And I want you all just to know the objectives of your leadership. I am seeking to make us the best in the United States of America in terms of our defense officers. We're seeking to have every Panther to be competent to defend themselves in arms or not. We are seeking to be the best. And that's why we demand on Thursday nights at 7:30 Eastern time, on Thursday nights, or 8 o'clock, we'll make it 8 o'clock Eastern, that you tune in and join the defense classes of the new Black Panther Party at 8 Eastern. And the main focus is dry fire. Dry fire and other expert advice on weapons and self-defense that comes from the Defense Corps leadership on Thursday night. Somebody put that in the chat room. Because the attendance, although we're building a strong unit, I must say I'm disappointed at chapters and leaders that know that they should be in the classes that don't attend the classes. You should attend the classes on Thursday so that you can become proficient in the weapon, proficient in defenses. When you become proficient in defenses, you're able to raise up others in your city and area. So therefore, you must attend classes. Black Power, classes. We must be stronger. You say, oh, why aren't we strong enough? Why don't you just leave us alone? We strong enough. Oh, quit whining. Quit goddamn whining. If you would just, please, I'm begging you, if you would just do as I ask you, follow my advice, take my guidance, adhere to what I set up and join it. Be in class, stop running from being a better person yourself, and watch the defenses of the new Black Panther Party rise to levels that you can only imagine. Then you will see police patrols that are effective and competent out there on the streets. Then you will see if the Panther Party gets right with defense, then you can credibly claim to be a defense organization that could organize the Black community for self-defense. You can't just put on boots and fatigue and go, we're for self-defense, knowing yourself that you have no self-defense training and that you duck in your classes. No, our expectation is you're going to be in the classes so that we can have and develop a defense corps of sharp officers. And when you see the officers wearing that blue patch and that black and blue patch, know that they're certified and that they are the best. I'm looking for captains and soldiers and defensemen that are for real. I'm looking for people that have FOI training, Fruit of Islam training and discipline. Even if you're not allowed to carry a weapon, hell, you can still practice in the dry fire sessions with non-lethal weapons. You still can attend the sessions. And yes, we're looking for defense persons that are armed. But if you're unarmed and for some reason you can't be armed and you have a felony, there's still a role in the Defense Department for you, and you still can be some type of captain or defense minister here, and you're still our brother, but you must have FOI training here. You're not going to just make up your own defense standards. And so let me say this. I'm going to try to get this all off quickly. I have a recommendation for you, even as a defense officer and even as a member or chairperson or organizer. And I'm going to say it, and if I lose some members, I don't mind it. You should go and attend the meetings of the Nation of Islam. And you should attend the Fruit of Islam classes, the FOI classes of the Nation of Islam under Louis Farrakhan or Silas Muhammad, so that you can learn what an FOI is. And when you learn what a Fruit of Islam captain is and how to train and organize men and how to carry and discipline yourself, then you can come to the Panther Party and try to be a captain here like Khalid Muhammad, because Khalid Muhammad is Supreme Captain, Fruit of Islam trained. And Malik Zulu Shabazz is trained by Supreme Captain and finna be trained by Supreme Quasi Asante. And therefore, either you trained by Asante, armed, or you have been experienced as the FOI and you know Fruit of Islam defense standard. Then you're qualified here to be a defense officer here, lean and mean, clean, suited and booted. And you can do this thing like Khalid. And you can do it with the spirit that you see Brother Prime Minister Najee do it, and a few others here doing it. But there's too far of a gap between you and Brother Khalid at this point. And the only way you're going to close the gap is by listening to what I'm saying here tonight. We want men like Khalid. We want soldiers like Dr. Khalid. Then you got to take the guidance I'm giving you tonight. We want shooters and defensemen like Quasi Asante, Brother Ross, Stanley, the other ones you're seeing online. We don't just want you to look up to them. We want you to be like them. My last point, be at the class, sign into the class. And your regular classes as Panthers should be shaped around the defense classes. Let's go to that. Come back to me now. Come back to me. Sorry for taking this long. But I mean, hell, we ain't having no other meetings anyway. If this was some clown show attacking the Panther Party, Negroes would be up watching this, eating popcorn all night to catch the latest gossip. Niggas would be on 4 hours trying to see what dirt. So let me cover that and let's go into our meetings. We have to meet. We have to meet black people. I hate what I'm about to say now. We must return to meeting black people. This was our strength. This is how we took over America. This is how we built chapters, mighty chapters, and with lines and rows of Panthers. It's because we were specialists at meeting black people. When we had ministers like Minister Divine Allah teaching on a regular basis. Ministers like Zaid Mohammed teaching on a regular basis. Back when Brother Najee was teaching on a regular basis. When Mamoja Ajabu was over the Black Panther militia and was teaching on a regular basis. When Malik Zulu Shabazz was teaching on a regular basis. When we were teaching in our meetings on a regular basis, nobody could out-recruit the new Black Panther Party. Nobody could out-recruit us, and we went waves across America. Take me back to the history. That's currently. We fighting hard currently. That's good. But you take me back to the history. This organization was built on meeting and teaching black people. Meeting, teaching, and recruiting. You see how now I got your attention? Because I'm teaching you something of value. My dear organizers in all of these cities, my dear chairpersons, my dear leadership, you must look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I teaching black people? Am I organizing black people? Do I have a chapter that meets the chapter requirements of the manual that's soon to come that mandates I have at least 10 Panthers in my chapter to even qualify as a chapter? 10 chapters. 10 people to even qualify as a chapter? The Honorable Khalid Muhammad, who you're watching, who came before me. And all of these great maneuvers and all of this that you see in America. This comes from us. Every time you see somebody out there in a black military fatigues and some boots, recognize that most of the time it comes from us. This was built on teaching and recruiting. And so I want to know, come back to me so I can get finished fast. I want to hear some questions, or I'll take them in the chat room. I may just take them in the chat room, type them in so we can be orderly.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for teachers and ministers. That's why I urge you to go to Nation of Islam meeting. As a defense man, I urge you to go to the Nation of Islam meeting because I need some men that got FOI training and got discipline and know how to hear and obey orders, that know the general orders and carry out the general orders and ain't just mouthing it until you get the general order. Take charge of your post, and all Black Nation property in view has a specific meaning. Not just something you run off at the mouth, but there's a specific meaning and a way of life. I'm gonna say something else. In order for you to learn how to be a member here, you should go and study the Nation of Islam to learn how to be a member of an organization. And if you choose to leave here and join that, I won't be mad at you. But if you're gonna be a Black Panther and know what a member means to be a member, I urge you to study and even partake in the Nation of Islam so you will learn what the standard of a member is, because it's rarely seen here. A member is one who is loyal and obedient. A member is one who carries out instructions. A qualified member is one who pays their dues and donates to their organization. A member of an organization is one when their leader is within 500 miles of that member, that member travels within that 500 miles to be there to secure and to defend their leader. Their leader is one who carries out the instructions, a member, pardon me, is one who carries out the instructions of their leadership, whether they like it or agree with it or not, because they actually believe in the leadership. And over there in the Nation of Islam, they can show you certain things that make them successful. They have local meetings because they're ordered to have them. You cannot be a minister in the Nation of Islam and you're not having a mosque meeting on Sunday. You will be decertified and your city will be decertified. And you better be damn sure everybody out there that's calling themselves a minister in the Nation of Islam is meeting somewhere on Sunday. They beating the hell out of it, meeting somewhere on Sunday so they can teach that meeting and recruit and meet the obligations of their leadership without hesitancy, without doubt. And I'm here to tell you, New Black Panther Party, until we get back into regular weekly meetings with Black people, at minimum monthly. I don't know how you can go without seeing folks for a month. But if you can go without regular meetings, bi-weekly meetings, monthly meetings, weekly meetings on Zoom, if you have to meet in person monthly, but you're not gonna get away without talking to Black people. Going Black power, assalamu alaikum, shalom, hotep to Black people. You're not gonna get away with the embrace without having the embrace, the hug, the love, the feel of the spirit to join. This ain't gonna be done on Facebook. You got to feel it, man. It's a hand-to-hand, man-to-man thing. So I'm begging you right now. I'm begging you, man. You can see a chairman beg. I'm begging you to return to the values that we were established on. I'm begging you to meet Black people, even if it ain't but 3 people in the room. Get started with 3 people and teach that 10-point program. Teach the 10-point program of the Panther Party. Teach the teachings of the Black liberation and teach it till 5 people get in the room, 9 people get in the room. Teach the teaching and carry out the instructions. So ideally, to conclude, on Thursday nights, that you will have your meetings. This is how it should run in theory. On Thursday nights, let's just say I'm in Las Vegas. You can have meetings on other nights, but this is just say you have it on Thursday nights. If you're in Washington, D.C. on Thursday night, and the dry fire starts at 8 o'clock, that means the Panther meeting needs to start at 6 o'clock. The Panther meeting starts at 6 o'clock. It starts sharp and on time. You have a chair set. This is in our manual. A rostrum set, chair set, 10-point program, and the Panther organizer and leader is teaching on the 10-point program and how our program is solution to problems facing Black people. Then through teaching and talking and communicating with the people that are in your meeting at 8 o'clock. Okay, we'll get to the questions. Y'all put them in the chat. Y'all got questions? Put them in the chat room because I'm about to take them. I want you to join this kind of organization that's teaching Black people. I want you to join. I want you to join this, but I want to let you know that this is serious. And I also want to let you know that the time is serious and I need your help building this platform because time is limited. When we have our meetings in theory at 6 o'clock in Washington, then at 8 o'clock, we go right into the dry fire. And therefore, you can have two things done at the same time. whatever night you meet. If it's around Thursdays, let's just say you're in Las Vegas and it's 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Western, well, then you come right in on 5 o'clock Western and you get in on your dry fire defense classes. And then after that, at 6 o'clock Western, 9 o'clock Eastern, then you go right on into your Black Panther meeting. You got your Panthers there, you got your defensemen there, you learn your defenses. After the dry fire part, then you open up and teach and you educate our people. The counterintelligence government, when they tried to split the US organization from the Panther Party, they sent the Panthers a fake note from the US organization. It was fake, but it said that the Panther had the smallest brain of all animals in the animal kingdom. That was an insult designed to insult and to make the Panthers mad and fight us. However, does the Panther study? Does the new Black Panther of today study? Does the new Black Panther of today know the name of the officer that Huey P. Newton killed in self-defense? Raise your hand now if you know that name. Does the new Black Panther Party of today know the origin of the Panther Party, the origin of the Panther City, and what county it was founded in? And do you know the name of the county that the Panther symbol comes from? And do you know the man behind the Lowndes County Freedom Organization that founded the symbol that the Panther was founded from? Do you know this? Are you wearing the name of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and don't even know the damn history of Huey Newton? Are you wearing the patch and don't even know the history behind the patch? Have you not read Dr. John Henry Clark? Have you not read Yusef Ben Yakina? Have you not read the writings of the Honorable Marcus Mozart, Zayat Garvey? Have you not read Message to the Black Man? Have you not read the Book of Khaled by Malik Zulu Shabazz? Have you not read, or are you a pinhead? How can they know unless they have a teacher? How can they not have a teacher unless one be sent? Yeah, I can teach you all day long, but you got to teach somebody else. I can't come on and do these all the time no more. You got to teach, Chairman. You got to teach, Panther. So I'm demanding a return to meeting and teaching and organizing Black people as to recruit them and bring them into this party. Last but not least, as I open up, meeting Black people. That's part of our program. Meeting Black people. Black men, let me stay right in the meeting. We inside the meeting now, but you got to have more than just you watching me. You got to do as I do also. Where I put my foot down, you got to put your foot down also. Atlanta, you should be meeting and raising up an army in Atlanta. Georgia, I forgot to mention my brother Nehemiah. Brother Nehemiah, as a trainer and as a defense officer, you have done a wonderful job. And you have traveled all over America. And you have taught well and you have practiced very well. And you have trained very well. I want to thank you, Brother Nehemiah. And I think this is going to be a big year for you nationally as a defense man. And I thank you for right now being the Southern Regional Minister of Southeast Regional Minister of Defense. And I want to tell you, brother, thank you. We wouldn't be here without your help. That's also Brother Zion in Florida. And I give one more props to Brother Najee and those that came here from Prime Minister Najee Muhammad and the Black Liberation Militia, because those have been some good men. Najee Muhammad, my brother, you are a good man. But remember, just remember who put me here to guide you and to keep you away from trouble. There's a man that's sent here to help guide you on the right path so you may be successful, not the path that those who go astray. So you can be here to help lead. We can't be strong if you're not here. We can't be strong if you on the goddamn run. It means I don't have no companions. That means I'll be out here by myself. That's frightening. Now, in all these cities, I need to see y'all meeting with black people. Stop making excuses. Nation of Islam don't make no excuse. That's why they strong. They're filling up arenas with 10,000 people. I've had lines of Panthers long as miles when they adhere to these instructions. I need some teachers. I need some ministers. I need somebody to straighten up and get that meeting place open on Thursday, get it on Saturday, whatever time it is, and push that flyer and meet the people. Don't just put a flyer out here saying join, call the number. Where's the damn meeting at? Black people want black power. They want black nationalism. They want to be against this police struggle. They black men, young brothers, killers of themselves, looking for daddies and fathers. You in the damn meeting. The men without the fathers are looking for the fathers in our meetings. You men, they're looking for you, black men. And the sisters are looking for you too, black men, to stand up and to establish these meetings so that you can mentor the men and establish protection for our women. We're looking for a black man live in person, not the virtual version, the physical flesh and blood version. Looking for you, man. We don't got no fathers out here, no mentors. It's us. Our army is in the streets. And so I'm asking you to go after these youth. Go after the young black men. Get these young black men from the path that they're being destroyed on. The young black men are being molested out there. Go and get them quick and bring them to a black man who's strong. Black youth out there don't have no guidance, don't have no role models, don't have it, don't have no mentors. I'm guaranteeing you that if you go after black males and black men and help to stand them up and mentor them and give them the therapy that they need, God will bless you with an army that will blow your mind if you adhere to this guidance I'm giving you today. From this guidance I'm giving you, if you will not buck it, if you will run out of here with zeal and vigor, you will be blessed today. If you will engage the black community and get back to meeting with our people, I don't care if you have to meet with one person every week. You meet till it's 2, till 3. Jesus ain't have but 12 he was meeting with. And he has shaken the world. Now come on, man, show me you got some punch in you. Buy black. I'm coming to a conclusion. But it's a lot of housekeeping to do here. We are to be the buy black specialists. We are supposed to be in business here. I'm disappointed. As a businessman, I'm disappointed. I bought the new Black Panther Party a clothing line. I bought the party a clothing line. You didn't put no money up for it. You didn't put any dues up, no donations for it. You didn't put an investment in it. No, your chairman, who is a qualified businessman. I'm not a theoretical businessman. I'm a proven success at business. I invested in the clothing line for the party so that you will have what you have now, a warehouse and a structure of clothing for you to buy for your organization so that you can do for self. And you don't have to say that I'm a black nationalist group that has to go to white people to get my uniforms, my boots, and my clothes, which would be in contradiction to you being a black nationalist, saying you for black power. So in the name of black power, which means black empowerment, I have spearheaded the launching of your clothing line. I don't get a dime from it. I don't want a dime from it. I set this up to establish you a business model so that you can show that you believe in doing for yourself and you can have your own clothing line. This is what I have done for you. What have 99% of you done since your own clothing line has been established for you for your own party? Wake up. Wake up, man. You niggas must be asleep. I say these niggas have got to be asleep. Pardon my language. According to the Quran, niggardly means to be stingy. I have never seen a group of people that you can give them their own clothing line and the public who non-Panthers buy the Panther gear faster than the people who it was made for. I have never seen in my history of organizing an organization where you give them a clothing line and they won't even promote it. They're sitting there like dead people, like human goddamn skeletons, watching their clothing line, and they'll post on the internet about anything else except black empowerment and economics that they are part of. You should be ashamed of yourselves for just being hypocrites to the cause, let alone your organization. However, there is hope. All new members who believe that you want to be in your Panther gear, your Panther sweatsuits, your Panther-made uniforms, your Panther boots and sweatsuits and shirts, we got them sitting in warehouses across the country. You must do for self or you're going to suffer the consequences. You must, if you allow the economic program of Marcus Garvey to be placed in your lap, right in your face, and you don't embrace it, you're going to be cursed and wiped out from the planet. I'm asking you this as a mercy. If you show that you are incompetent at economics, God is going to wipe you out, not me. Because I'm going to be clear with God because I'm giving you the economic program, just a part of it. You should be eating this alive. You should be online every day with your Panther sweatsuit on. This is 100% cotton. All quality materials. I go out here to give you the best in America. Spend thousands on you, man. I'm looking for somebody that respects this leadership and believes in black business, that wants to be involved in buyblackmovement.com, to do black economics, to do cooperative economics. If you can't do this, how the hell are you going to do that? If you can't buy your own clothing, how are you going to build houses, farms, and factories? You ain't going to be doing a goddamn thing. You're going to watch me build houses, homes, and factories. And you gonna sit there jacked up and messed up because you don't want to do business. And I need to talk to business people. If you're not a soldier, if you're not a freedom fighter, you can do business in this organization. And I'm here to tell you that if the local parts of this organization don't want to do business, but you want to do business and you about business, contact me direct. Contact me direct. My email is attorney.shabazz@yahoo.com. attorney.shabazz@yahoo.com. If you are proficient in business, if you are proficient in clothing, if you want to be a part of the eventual manufacturing team, distribution team, where Panthers are getting a cut off of their clothing and making money off clothes in the street, I beg for this now for months. If you want to be a part of this and your local operation is, if they sleeping dead, contact me direct. Matter of fact, that goes for anything in this Panther platform that I'm teaching. If they are blocking you, if you are in an area where nobody's doing nothing and they dead, God damn it, contact me direct. Because the program has got to move by any means necessary. Black power, that's just the clothing line. There's much more to it. We got trainers here in St. Louis. Our Sister Lee Lacey here on the line. She trains in home improvement. We got trainers here. We got business people here. We can lead a horse to water, but we can't make you drink. Can these bones live? Do you want to stop being broke? Do you want to think and be like a businessman? Do you want some green in this black machine? That's all I want to know. You can start with the clothing line. For all of those that want to do business, we're here to do business if you on that level. But I don't want to hang around a bunch of people that's unproductive. I ain't hanging around with a bunch of people that ain't trying to hustle. I'm from the Black Muslim creed, and I'm from a family of getting it, saving it, and getting it, and making manifest with it. Okay, and I'm done with spending all my money that I hustle to get and giving it away to the Panther Party. Giving it away. The newspaper. We have a national newspaper. It was America's fastest growing national newspaper. It was. It's not that today, only because we don't put it out. It was. Let me ask you a question. Who does something like that? Who does that? Who does that? Sisters and brothers, let me ask you a question, man. Just who does that? Who gets a newspaper? What group? Chairman. I want to say others, but I can't. They didn't pay the bill. I paid for it on several occasions over the years. What group who chairmen go and buy them the newspaper? Thousands of them, tens of thousands. Put it in their hands. One of the best newspapers in the country by independent observers. Put the paper in your hand, man. Put it in your hand. Give it, it costs $3 and sells automatically. Don't even make you pay it up front. Give it to you on consignment. Say, I give it to you later. Say, I'll give it, pay me later. Give you the paper. And you don't want to continue that Panther program? Look on that screen there. That money coming out of the #1 newspaper man in the Panther Party, the #1 salesman, Brother Jay Jackson. One thing and two things he got my blessing on, and this would be one of them. He beats the hell out of that newspaper and sells the hell out of that paper and has made good money because of it. Our only embarrassment is that the paper don't come out and come out again and come out again and come out again and come out again. Why? Because your chairman gonna pay for the paper and give it to you and pay for that newspaper. But you have not been honorable enough and respectful enough to even turn your little part back in of the money you made to turn it in and to be ready for the next paper. You sell out of all the papers and got the money, good money, meaning the paper cost then 60 cents or 75 cents to produce, and you got 500 papers, and that's $1,500 worth of merchandise, and you only owe on 500 papers $375? You mean to tell me you got 500 papers, you only owe 75 cents per paper, which is roughly $375 back, and that load of papers made you at minimum $1,500. You mean you laid down on that and went to sleep on that, and you wasn't rising back up every second saying, here's my money, I need some more papers. This represents me and my party, I'm all in it. This is my easiest recruiting mechanism and it makes money. You mean you'll lay down on that? That means you're worthy of goddamn extinction. People will beg to have an organization with a national newspaper and leadership that will give it to them and ship it to them and damn near baby they behinds with baby powder and give it to them. Maybe that's the reason why they don't respect it, because they got to keep giving it out as a goddamn gift. Who will turn hypocrite on their own paper? No, you haven't turned hypocrite on the leadership. You've turned hypocrite on the program, your own program. But you got a chance tonight for mercy. The Honorable Hashim Nzinga couldn't give you a paper. He was sick. The Honorable Khalid Abdul Muhammad couldn't give you a paper. He got sick. Even though some of this makes me sick, I've given you paper after paper after paper. You got one more chance to show that you want a paper. Where are the writers? Where's the people that's burning with ideology, that's writing articles and wants to get it in? Where are the editors? Where's the Emory Douglas of today? Where's the people that's not playing with this Panther thing and want to be like the Panthers? Man, they sold papers every week. Every week it was a new Panther paper. They beat the hell out of the Panther paper. They would laugh at you. Black Panther Party of the 60s, laugh at you for dropping your paper. Laugh at you for not reeing up on your paper. Laugh at you for not writing your paper. God damn it, they won't laugh at me for producing it and buying it for you. They would just say, what a fool he is. But Allah says, be merciful. It says, pray for those. Jesus say in the New Testament, never understood it till I started dealing with my own people. Pray for those who despitefully use and abuse you. I'm praying for you tonight to re-embrace your paper. I'm praying for you to write what you've been asked to write. I'm praying for you for somebody to burn my line up and say, I got some paper money. I respect the fact that you've given me thousands of dollars and thousands. It's people out here on this line that can bear witness, that have sold that newspaper, that every time they went and said, don't just give me $3, but I'm a Panther leader. I'm running the Panther Party under the legacy of Malik Zulu, Hashim Nzinga, and Malik Zulu Shabazz. And I'm running the program against police brutality. I'm running the program to save Black youth. And the people have given them $20 donation. People gave them $40 donation. People gave them $50 donation. I knew a man that they gave for his, he looked good, he was clean, he was upright, doing his job. One damn paper, $100. This is not rhetoric, this is fact. Jay Jackson will bear me witness. If you stand up for this program, to all the new ones, pardon me for being so harsh. I'm a nice guy, y'all. I am. To all new folks, I'm really a nice guy. But let me crack where I got to crack, lest this ship go off the cliff. There's money waiting for you. Economics, life in the paper. This is one of your top money-making products. I set it up for you where you can make over $2 a paper. You ain't got no job, you sell a load of 100 papers, one roll of papers, $200, pushing the program minimum. If you're asking for donations and you're looking right, money, 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 money. Buckets full of goddamn money. Only a dead man. Only the dead won't hear this message. Only a dead man gonna say, well, I didn't sell no paper. Are you dead or are you living? Name another group out here that's got a national newspaper and a chairman that'll put it out tomorrow if it's ready. Name one. Where the papers at? Where the papers at? Where the clothing line at? Where the Defense Department at? And you no good bastards will challenge my leadership? Some of you bastards, you challenging the program, the platform. That's what you're challenging. I'm just a man here carrying it out. And you think I'm begging to carry it out. I got work to do and job to do, serving people. I ain't here to beg you to carry it out. Take advantage, humbly. I had to get that off my chest. Some of you are some no good bastards. Some of you. And some of you, many of you, I love with everything. You know, but some of you just ain't nothing, man. You should be defending me and tearing these niggas' asses up. When you hear these niggas talking crazy about me after all I've done, you should be tearing their ass up. Driving these niggas into the goddamn ground. You fucking punks. Pardon my language. But I'm looking for some real people up in here. If I'm gonna go forward with you, I'm damn sure going forward. You are weak-hearted, non-strong, some of you weak. Some of these Uncle Tom FBI informant niggas that be out here attacking me, and I look and see you cozied up next to them the next goddamn day. You cozied up with them. Well, get the hell out of my face. Get the hell off my goddamn phone line. If you're against me and what I'm doing to try to help black people, I'm doing all of this and I ain't even got time for it. I'm doing this for the Panther Party and for black people. I ain't getting nothing out of it. I'm doing it because I love you, man. But if your heart ain't with it and you over here texting me on one end and you going with the opposition or the enemy on the other end, then get the hell out of here and build something else of your own. Build something else. Get the hell out of here. Faking it. We need people that are real and sincere, man. I'm giving my life for you. Now, when I'm finished with that, the last part of the program is reparations and the schedule. Reparations and the schedule. Love you to all new members, pardon my language, but I have to do some house cleaning while I'm here and to make room for the new house. Bring me some new folks. Bring me some new people that's strong and revolutionary and ain't making no excuses and want to succeed. That's what I'm basically telling you. Bring me some new folks. I love this program. I love this newspaper. I love this clothing line. I love this Defense Department. I love black nationalism. I love black activism. I love being on top of the police. I'm a fanatic. I love giving my life to black people 100%. I need to see some people who believe in the same and not fake it. Now, reparations. Reparations, if you believe in reparations, you're part of the future plan. If you want to be part of some serious efforts that are going to go on very soon that will have the new Black Panther Party in a key position in the reparations movement, you should stick here. This thing is going big, if y'all can catch up with it. Your chairman, Attorney Shabazz, I'm going to be doing some big things, and you all are too. Let's go over the schedule. Let's go over the schedule that's coming up. So I can tell you the schedule that I want you to hear from. I have here waiting who I want you to hear from briefly. Then we take some questions. I have Washington, D.C. I want to chime in this order. I want you to prepare them as I give the schedule. Prepare to bring them on. I want to hear from the National Youth Minister and the DC Chairman, Brother Elijah. And I want to hear from the Mid-Atlantic Minister of Defense, Brother Chris, Brother OC. I want to hear from them next. After that, so y'all will know who's in this organization. Some of them. There's many who are here, but these are the ones tonight. After that, I want to hear from Memphis, Tennessee, because Memphis, Tennessee is a recent battleground in police brutality, and they're doing some good things in Memphis. And it's a Black woman that heads that chapter, Sister Ag. I want to hear from Sister Queen Ag, Tawana Ag. God bless her and her recovery. Bless you, man. We want to hear from her. I want you to see her and hear from her. I want to see and hear Mississippi. I want to hear Miss Sherelle Potts, because she's part of the schedule I'm about to announce, or tailor-made. But I want to hear Mississippi, preferably Miss Potts. I want to know that Black women, that y'all are out here, that y'all won't be oppressed here. Let me say this: Black women will not be oppressed or suppressed. Black women are behind the key organizing of this party. Black women are behind it, and there will be no ceilings placed upon them. There will be no ceilings placed upon them. Just as another word here, just if you're coming in this party and it's this is not a sex party. This is not a party. This is a party that is not, this ain't the goddamn dating game. The new Black Panther Party and its meetings and operations is not some kind of dating game to come in to try to get your mix on or your max on, okay? And if you're doing that to get your mac on or your mix on, if it don't turn out right, it's gonna be problems on your behalf, okay? It's gonna be problems. So just get that out of your mind. Sexual harassment is not tolerated. No Black woman has to give anybody anything to function here other than her commitment to the struggle, and keep your private stuff out of here, okay? Because there's enough mess going on here and enough false rumors going on as well, okay? Black power. And I don't want any of you. I don't want any of you, sisters. I'm going to tell you right now, only because I respect you. I don't want any of you. And I will not have you. So you can stop asking. And if you think what some niggas have written online about me doing it to this one or that one, you're dead damn wrong. I don't want you, will repel you away from me, and do not need you. And I am not here for that purpose. You can say yes all day, but until I say yes, ain't nothing happening. And guess what? Ain't nothing happening. That's not my purpose. And it's not the purpose of the leaders in this organization. Stay away from messing with these sisters and stay out of that. Black power. Now look, Norfolk I want to hear from, because I see Norfolk rise, and I see you, Jelani. I see you doing what we know you can do, and that's presenting that base and that chapter right near us in the Mid-Atlantic. I thank you, brother. I'm impressed. And we want to hear a few keys to your success in a moment. And I want to hear New York, because I'm expecting New York to be on the rise. And I want them to hear and get a phone number from New York. From New York, Sister Ya Asantewa. Okay, so I'm concluding now. I know it's long, but this is needed. There's not one syllable here that has been wasted. Economics. This is another thing. This is another level we missing. Man, I'm a freedom fighter, y'all. We used to make our mark on boycotting, strikes, and shutting people down. Where's the old spirit of the Panther Party? I mean, we made our mark on A1 groceries in Washington, D.C. and other moves on shutting folks down, shutting business, shutting enemy, foreign businesses down. This is key parts of Black economics. I'm looking for new brothers and sisters who want to be active in the streets. Looking for new brothers and sisters who want to shut down businesses that are insulting us, corrupting us, and not doing anything in our community. I want to know where the shut them down crew is and who's got that, who wants to make headlines and make history, shutting down businesses. Okay, sisters and brothers, so I've stated all of my points. I'm getting ready to hear from others. and then I will answer your questions. You can go in the chat room. You can ask the questions right here on the chat. Some of you have my text. I guess just go in the chat. I see all of you on the line. Bless you, honor you, honor you. And so as I close, forgive me, God, for the way I said certain things. But we all know that what I said was the truth. And protect the way I said it. But the intention out of what I said, please take it, because these are honest intentions from your brother, really your elder at this point. I need y'all to step up and exercise leadership, because my time is constricted and I've served in this position many, many years, and I don't intend to do it the same way. I need other leaders, real leaders in this hour. I'm hoping I'm meeting them to join this party and join this organization. Come on, brothers and sisters, I love you. I will guide you. I will help you. I will support you. And many know there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, nothing I wouldn't spend for you, nothing where I wouldn't send for you, man. I love you. I'm begging you to do this right. I'm begging you to get out of gossip. I'm begging you to get out of jealousy. I'm begging you to get out of envy. I'm begging you to get out of just posting online and not doing nothing. I'm begging you to get out of anything less than being a true freedom fighter and a committed person, okay? And I'm giving you my all. And I shouldn't have to say all these things to get you to believe in me and what I'm doing, but I will, lest this historic moment and this spiritual moment go aside. I am your brother. I am your guide in this hour. More than anything, I am your guide in this hour called Al-Hadi. I am the guide for the new Black Panther Party as your chairman in this hour. And believe it or not, I am Al-Hadi. I am a guide to the Black power or the Black nationalist movement in America. I am a guide to the Black nation, all 40 million Black people. I may not be the leader, but damn sure if I ain't in the top 5, take me off the screen right now. Let's go to the phone lines. Go to the other lines. I would like to hear from Washington, D.C. We got to keep it brief because I've been on long, but come on, Elijah and Chris, let me see what you're hitting with. Our leadership from here in Washington, our national youth minister, some of our greats. Washington, D.C., go right ahead.
Yes, sir, you can unmute or put your cameras on, please, Brother Elijah. Not certain that he's on, Chairman. Unless it's a name I don't recognize, but I don't see him by that name.
Thank you for unmuting me. Okay,
Yes,
here it is. I'm gonna call y'all. Y'all gotta be ready or I'm gonna come back to you. I'm looking for Elijah right now. I'm texting him. I'm looking for Elijah to speak up or OC. If any of you are on the line, let me see if they're texting me on my other line. Here, stay with me. Hey, wow. Okay, anyway, if they here, they need to come on in. Other than that, I need to go down the line.
I don't see them, but I do know the Sister Tawana AG is online.
Okay, do we want to hear, sisters and brothers, the city of Memphis, Tennessee, has been a key battleground, for our people. And Memphis has been a key city for the new Black Panther Party, particularly in the era of Hashim and Zinga. Therefore, we want to understand, and I see them as being successful in this hour. We successful in this hour. They were successful around the time of the funeral for Tyree Nichols. I see some inspiration coming from these sisters and brothers in Memphis. Shout out to my brother Rodrigo and everyone in the chapter. So at this time, will you all please hear from the Memphis chairwoman of the new Black Panther Party, who we're all behind. We want to briefly hear from her plans and secrets to success as a Black woman and as a chairperson. Let's bring on Sister Tawana Agee. Let's hear from her.
Sister Tawana, are you still there? Because she came on very early, so she should still be on.
Okay, well, we got to go on who's on right now. Okay, so we'll come back to her. We call her from Memphis.
Sister Sherelle is on.
Okay, we got Mississippi. Okay, let me just ask Mississippi some questions. Let me ask her. Sister Sherelle, Black Power. Y'all there?
You're muted, Sister Sherelle, you're muted.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey, thank you so much. I want to introduce you all to the Mississippi organizer. Mississippi organizer for the new Black Panther Party and the National Minister of Community Programs, and our lead organizer in Mississippi, state organizer. I also want to give a shout out to Brother Taylor Made, whose loyalty is appreciated. Brother Taylor Made is the state general for Mississippi. State general. So anybody that's saying Taylor Made ain't General Taylor Made, that's not correct. He's state general. And I like Brother Taylor Made. Now, brothers and sisters, on June 3rd in Mississippi, on June 3rd, there's going to be something big. Mark your calendars. I'm big on calendars and giving out orders based on the calendar. There's a statewide conference on injustice on June 3rd in Jackson, Mississippi. Ms. Potts is going to speak about it in a moment. But on June 3rd, mark your calendars. On June 3rd, I will be in Mississippi. The party is co-organizing a statewide summit against injustice. It's going to take all day. And at this summit, all of the families against police brutality and racist killings are going to join us. The Emmett Till family is co-sponsoring this conference with us and my legal organization, Black Lawyers for Justice. All of the freedom fighters and activists are going to be there. The mayor of Jackson, Mississippi is supposed to be there. This conference is going to be historic. It is designed to unite all of the forces that have been in Mississippi for one common cause so that we can fight one common enemy. That's on June 3rd, Saturday in Mississippi, which will be right after lawsuit will be filed in federal court for the Michael Jenkins case. I want to ask you now, Ms. Potts.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us. You look beautiful tonight, Black woman. Thank you so much. Let me just ask you a couple of quick questions. For June 3rd in Mississippi, can you tell us where it will be and what do you expect out of this statewide summit against injustice?
June 3rd, we will be going from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at New Horizon Church on Ellis Avenue in Jackson, Mississippi. That is New Horizon Church on Ellis Avenue in Jackson, Mississippi, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day summit. With this summit that we're going to have / conference, we're going to tackle every aspect of injustice, whether it's voter suppression, where we're going to try to reinstate people's rights with expungement clinics. We're going to have families that have suffered police brutality where they're able to talk to our Attorney General and get the legal advice and consult that they need. We're also going to be offering the forms for second free autopsy for those families that have not been able to see their loved one's body or they have questionable autopsies. So we want to make sure that we get those things handled so we can pull out all the stops of voter suppression. We want those expungements done so we can let them know, hey, you do have a right to vote, because we know when people go to jail that they are told that they don't have a voice anymore. So we want to make sure that they have a voice if they are able to have that voice. And if they cannot get the expungement, we're going to have people on the premises to offer them different classes that they can take and different jobs that they can take. We're trying to uplift our Black community in every way possible and remove all stops, because we do know those that suffer with injustice and criminal behavior starts with poverty. So with voting, that strickens poverty as well.
Okay. All right. So sisters and brothers, this is going to be big. It's going to be big for Mississippi. Going to be doing just what Miss Potts outlined. We're going to get her a righteous name soon. But I can't figure it. I got to figure out how to work Fannie Lou Hamer into your name. To me, you remind me of Sister Fannie Lou, so I got to work some Fannie Lou and some Africa for you. That'll fit you. Okay, so just be patient with me. God gonna bring it. But you remind me of Fannie Lou Hamer. That's no hype on it. My dear, just as a parting word, other Black women, young sisters who are coming into this organization, what do you say to them?
What I say to them, don't let what you was born with stop you from feeling like you can't do certain things. Of course, we're not as hard as a man, but our heart is just as big. So you lead with your heart for your people. Because Harriet was a woman and she led several soldiers. She didn't let what she was born with stop her. So
All right.
I'm fighting for the people here.
Thank you so much, sister. We appreciate you, Honorable Sherelle Potts, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for all your great work in the water assistance for Jackson, Mississippi, getting water in the crisis, working in the tornado in the crisis. There's enough good. And this also lets you know that you can rise as a Black woman, that she's risen to a state position that she's earned and a national position she's earned. There's a fair chance for Black women to lead here, and there is no oppression of women in leadership. I want to give a shout out to the Vice Chairwoman of the new Black Panther Party, my dear sister and comrade in this liberation struggle, the Honorable Adela Winnie Mandela Nzinga. I also want to give a shout out to Chief Sister Asiku Shakur. Many know her as Sister Lakeisha. Honors to you also, as long as you're in the right spaces and places. Honors to you. And honors to every other Black woman that's out there fighting. Okay, this is a movement. I want everybody else to understand here also. Put your questions in the chat room. We're coming to you. We're coming to OC from Washington. I'm looking for Seattle. I'm looking for Brother Magnetic from Seattle to come talk to us on two things. On April 23rd in Washington, D.C., Brother Elijah, the National Youth Minister, will represent us at the Black Holocaust Remembrance in Washington on April the 23rd. Guest of the Lost Found Nation of Islam under Minister Silas Muhammad. There's a Black Holocaust event on April 23rd at Joe's Emporium in Mount Rainier in Maryland. We will be represented there on April the 23rd. On April 23rd. I have tentatively on my schedule. It's a possibility that I'm supposed to go to maybe Seattle and Las Vegas to help shore up the Northwest region or the Western region. Seattle or Las Vegas. It's not confirmed. I'm hoping to hear from Washington State tonight. A word to those who are joined. The new Black Panther Party has a variety of uniforms in our wardrobe. We have a variety of uniforms in our wardrobe. And I must emphasize that all of those are coming. All of the different styles of being a Black Panther are welcome. All of the different styles are welcome. And if you are a defense person or a military person, then there's a specific requirement. But all the new Black Panther Party is supposed to be a party. It's supposed to be broad-based. It's not supposed to be narrowed down to 5 and 10s and 3s and 2s. It's supposed to be a party, like the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. At the core of this party is that Panther that we know about, that suited and booted, beret up, uniform Panther. That's the basis of our operations. And we do need that as our base. But that's not the only space. And it's not the only space for you who are listening. It doesn't matter to me, your chairman. To me, it matters to me more of what you do than what you wear. I've seen over the course of years, the best of them wear the uniforms and not even survive the struggle for the people. I've seen those without the uniform last 20 years. It matters what you do more than what you wear. Therefore, in the new Black Panther Party, just like we say, we have uniforms, boots, and fatigues. If that's your style, do it. If you're a real defense man, do it and don't fake it. When you're wearing that, be the soldier that you are represent and be qualified in defense and be that. But for everybody else, the new Black Panther Party is open to come as you are, as long as you pass the background check. If you have on a black shirt, it don't matter to me. If you got on a white shirt, it don't matter to me if you can produce. If you got on a suit and a tie, assalamu alaikum, I welcome you. I need some brothers in some suits and ties that can look clean and handle some business. If you wearing African or original garments of the Israelites, wear it. Come on in, man, wear it. Wear Africa, wear your suit. We just want you to be neat and not dirty. We want you to be clean and not dirty. The Panther belongs to the people. The people are gonna be wearing our t-shirts. They're gonna wear our gear. They're welcome amongst us. I don't want anybody mistreated in this organization due to the way that they dress. I have lost in this organization hundreds of teachers or any number of professionals or non-professionals over small things, being persecuted in how they look or how they dress. I'm pleading with you with all of my heart. Don't block people out of this organization. And as long as they are not, as long as we haven't told you that they're the police, welcome them. They are our brothers and sisters in the party. It's the Panther Party. Some are gonna be hard military. Some gonna wanna wear dresses. Some sisters are gonna wanna be hard. Some sisters are gonna wanna have flowing gowns on, man. They let them be Panthers. We are Panthers. Let them be Panthers. And if somebody's blocking you from being a Panther, I need to know about it because I'm against it. Come as you are. Let us build a party so we can leave smaller numbers and get to some thousands. I'm begging you. I bring on now to speak on defenses. One of our best defense men, one of our rising stars in the defense ranks, part of the new leadership in this country. He shot at the Texas Toast games. He's right here with me. He has my back. I love him. And this is my dear brother, Mid-Atlantic Regional Minister of Defense, Brother OC. He's going to briefly talk to us about the importance of joining the defense, getting trained. Go, Commander.
Peace, love, and black power, fam. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. The point that I want to make is the clouds of war is over this country, is over the world. When shit finally hits the fan, that's not the time to train. That's the time to react. So now is your chance to step up, get your shit together, and tighten up. You know, that's all I got for you. We're gonna be here. We got experts in every field. We got certified people in every field. When it comes to the Second Amendment, we're gonna get you right. So the time is now.
Brother Commander, let me ask you a question. Some people say that our national training commander, Kwesi Asante, some people say he's, what do you say?
You said he's too what?
Some people say that he's free and he's too tough of a requirements or training requirements are too tough and too strict. What do you say to that?
I say that there's levels to everything. So whoever says that, for them, that may be true. You know, we just need to find where they are and build them up from that point to get them to the point where they don't see it as extreme. You know, something's only hard when it's hard for you. But once you master a skill, it's no longer hard.
Okay. All right. Last, you participated in the Texas Toast competition, is that right? In preparing and participating,
Yes.
in the Texas Toast competition, what do you say to the future captain or defense man that's listening about joining the Defense Corps and being able to participate in events like that? What do you tell them, the young up and coming man, about your experience at the Texas Toast?
Prepare to be challenged, you know, sharp and steel. You will come out a better soldier at the end of the day.
Okay. He's a man of action, not many words. Join the classes. Thursday nights. Put the number in the text, put the classes in the text. I'm sure we're reading the messages, and people that want to join the classes. Let's get trained. We're all about defense training. All we need is the support of our party. We've assembled the best. All we need is the party to support its own training program. And there are different levels, and we'll accommodate different levels. As an announcement, take these announcements, y'all. We coming next to whoever else is in the, whoever else we said we bring on. I said I'd bring on.
Brother Jelani.
Okay, we got Norfolk in the wing. I'm looking for Norfolk, Washington State, New York, Memphis, and Las Vegas.
I told you.
And Elijah, if I can. Okay. Because
We have Brother Jelani still on, brother.
This to you. OC, grab Elijah so he can speak to the youth. Let's go here next. Because it's a party. This is not no one-man show. This is a party. And as I said in the beginning, I'm looking for companions here. I want to hear from my companions tonight. This is not my Sermon on the Mount, but things are moving in a direction where I need companions. That's all I can tell you. We need leaders. I'm looking for leaders, people that's willing to take responsibility in a Black organization. I'll take your questions in the chat.
I'm muted.
Listen to this, y'all.
Are we confirming, I'm sorry, Brother Chairman, are we confirming Jelani's still with us here? Brother Jelani? I know he was on earlier. If
I don't
not,
know.
Sister Yao Santawa is on from New York.
We'll bring her on. Whoever's on this, they got to sit and watch and pay attention. We don't have many national meetings. They can't say I'm calling you out all the time. I'm rarely calling. So if we have
Sister
to
Yao, I'm muted you if you want to go ahead, sister.
Exactly.
okay, but hold on. Let me read an announcement. Unmute her and let her hold for a second. But I got to make this point. If we have to sit, we're not going to sit here 5 hours. But if we have to sit here 5 hours and pay attention, that's what we do. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here for some hours paying attention to this job. That's how important it is to me, despite everything I got to do. And focusing, okay? Because if the leadership can't focus, God help the people in the ranks. You call that Nation of video chat conference call. Yeah, I'm always referencing the Nation of Islam because I don't know nothing else as a standard to compare it to. They're going to be on that call. Every single word that Minister Louis Farrakhan is teaching, they're going to hang on every single word. I deserve that much respect in this house. Now, October, this is what I got coming for us. In conjunction with the Lost Found Nation of Islam, the Afro-descendant nation, in conjunction with probably 50 other Black organizations, there's a national convention on reparations that we are co-sponsoring and that I am a co-convener over with the Honorable Silas Muhammad. National Convention on Reparations will be at Clark Atlanta University in Georgia, October 7th and the 8th at Clark University. We have the facilities. We have a nice auditorium. It's going to be packed. National Convention on Reparations. It's in our 10-point platform. Reparations is in our history. All the different reparations efforts back from Indaba and others we have been a part of. We have the credentials, and I have the credentials to make the call, and the response is going well. Reparations movement right now is like the dry bones scattered in the valley. The dry bone over here in Sacramento, California, or San Francisco, California, is a dry bone. They put a bill in the city council, going for the city council, say every Black man and woman deserve $5 million in cash for reparations compensation. Oh, that's winning some reparations recruits. Negroes is talking about reparations now, huh? They're a dry bone, but they're going to be there. Reparations advocates in California, my home state of the Panther Party, we going to be there. In Cobra, it was going to be there. Reparations advocates from all over the country. In our spirit of building a united front, we're reaching out for 50 to 100 other co-conveners to be a part of this strong effort. October 7th, 8th, National Reparations Conventions, where we intend to solidify the reparations movement. We must have solidification and consolidation. We must bring the leadership together so that we can establish our plebiscite, our vote, and we can unite our forces so that we can complete the mission. Despite our stumbling and our fumbling in the reparations movement, there's a higher hand moving on behalf of reparations. And so in the fulfillment of scriptures that at the end of that time, God say, end of Genesis 15:13, at the end of our suffering, say, God say, I would come and deal with it. There's a higher hand over our suffering right now. We have a divine role. We will be the co-sponsors. We will be on deck. We will be on Front Street. We are some of the primary organizers of the National Convention on Reparations. And all over the country, we're going to get an assignment to register our people for a plebiscite on reparations and to prepare local organizing committees in the fight for reparations. So if you all are mature enough and sophisticated enough to possibly handle a coalition of Black people who believe in reparations in your city, if you know anything about a Black United Front, then we're going to certify you to be part of the reparations movement. It's going to be big, and the strongest leaders here will be a part of it, and I will be giving my life for it. October 7th and 8th in Atlanta. A lot of Atlanta coming here. October 14th and 15th, the next weekend. Couldn't get around it and have to stick to it. The Nat Turner National Shooting Competition Games, sponsored by the new Black Panther Party Defense Corps, will be in Atlanta, Georgia at the Pit. October 14th and 15th. Look like I'm just going to be in Atlanta for about 12 days in a row. October 14th and 15th at the Pit in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the Nat Turner Shooting Competition and Games. If you like the Texas Toast competition sponsored by our big brother and the Minister of Defense of the Black Nation, General Babu Omowale, then you will like this follow-up at the Nat Turner Shooting Competition Games and Roundup. It's going to be a good fest. It's going to be a unity fest. It's going to be food and a nice gathering and meeting all the comrades. But most of all, on that weekend, there are going to be about 20 teams competing in a professional shooting competition that's a tactical and competition style shooting. And we have a lot to get ready for. So everybody's coming to Atlanta again for October 14th and 15th after the 7th and 8th reparations convention the next weekend, which I'm all behind helping to organize it, under the vision and the leadership of the new Black Panther Party Defense Corps and our trainer, Commander Kwesi Asante. The Nat Turner Games and Shooting Competition and Games. But it's not a game, sisters and brothers. The games and the competition are designed to help you to prepare for the competition so that our units will be ready to battle and our people will be ready for the self-defense battle that's already here. White people and white folks is shooting and killing up everything out here. Shooting and killing us. The police are beating us. White supremacists are killing us. Donald Trump is about to be arrested on Tuesday night, and I guarantee you there will be retaliation. There are Black prosecutors in New York that have prosecuted him. There's a Black prosecutor in Fulton, Georgia. You better believe Trump's white right-wing supporters are going to be blaming it on Black people. I can't keep preaching to you here till my lungs pass out about self-defense. You must join the Defense Corps and be ready for this Nat Turner National Shooting Competition on October 14th and 15th as we plan on building our skills up to the maximum. Mark that on your calendar. It's a National Nat Turner Shooting Competition, October 14th, 15th. National Reparations Convention in Atlanta, October 7th and 8th. There are other things coming this summer, but we're leaving the space open. We're not booking the space right now because I can already tell you that other than June 3rd, Mississippi, in between June 3rd and October, there are plenty of fights and we're leaving it open. Brother Stanley wants to have a training in the central region. We want to accommodate him. We want to know when it is. On June 4th, Sunday, on June 4th in Mississippi, we're going to accommodate Commander Abdul Aziz's request for Southern Regional Training in Mississippi. We're going to accommodate him. The day after the statewide summit, we're going to accommodate him. Accommodate and promote and get him a training range for the Southern Region Defense Conference on June 4th, the day after the statewide conference on injustice. We want all of the defense persons whether they in the Panther Party or not, as we try to promote unity amongst different so-called formations. On June 4th, Abdul Aziz, you got the green light, man. That's your date, June 4th, Sunday. Once we come from in organizing, we're going to be at a private location Sunday for training. Brother Stanley, my dear commander, you set the date, brother. We got you backed up for training in the Central region. If we can keep Mr. Muhammad free, we need him on physical hand-to-hand combat and boxing training. I need out there physical trainers. If you can fight and train, if you know martial arts, I need you to contact me right away. We need the non-lethal physical, well, still could be lethal. We need the non-armed physical training men right away to contact me right away. We need a West Regional Defense Conference right away. I'm looking for Shaka, Brother Shaka from the People's New Black Panther Party in Las Vegas, to hope he prays he hears this message. I need him with his skills and effort to step up so he can be a part of this defense operations and he can help spearhead the West Regional Defense, which we need right away. I need Brother Shaka to come on back in the fold. On that note, I'm calling for my dear brother, my comrade and my ally, a man who I respect. I'm calling for the Honorable Yakanan Benya, my brother, and anyone in the People's New Black Panther Party, to let them know that there's a man here right now that's healing the wounds and has the door open. And y'all come back home and be brothers and help me. I need your help. I need your ministry, Brother Yakanan Benya. I need you to teach. I need somebody to go to Dallas and raise up some Black Panthers. Somebody to share the spotlight. I'm not saying anybody's here for that, but I need somebody else to make some headlines, not just me. So I'm looking for leaders to join. I'm looking for you, Yakanan Benya. You are my brother, man. I love you. I need you to help. We need to retake Houston. We need to retake Texas. We need ministers and spokesmen and quality people everywhere. Come home. If you fell out with me for some reason and you haven't committed a felony or a crime against Black law, I will forgive you. Come home. If you have misunderstood me, come home. I'm here to serve you and really to turn it all over to you. Who's next? New York or who? Bring me somebody.
Yes, sir, Chairman. Sister Yah Santawa should be ready.
My dear sister elder,
Yes, I'm ready.
of Khalid Muhammad, my sister, and who needs to get New York up running badly. We need the Panther Party running in the East Coast after so many years. Yah Asantewa, Black Power, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
On the audio. We can only do you for a little while audio, but we want to tell you we love you, and Black Power, we welcome you.
Thank you for welcoming me. I'm still, of course, on the line, on the front line for Black freedom and Black liberation. August 17th, we are planning the Marcus Garvey Parade and Celebration, but we're also calling for a national Buy Black Business Conference. We need a strong Black economic movement across this country. We're doing with $3 trillion annually in someone else's consumer market and not our own. And we preach this all the time. And yes, we need some Panthers in New York and on the East Coast. But it appears that we need to have strong Black men to come in and hold the line, as you have done, as Khalid Muhammad has done, and as others has done. We are short of that at this time, but nevertheless, we're still on the line. In fact, in May, we're fighting for the continuation of Black empowerment in the Black community. And so we're looking for brothers and sisters who are on the East Coast to come and join us May 19th, Malcolm X birthday. And that's a day that the stores, by the leadership of December 12th movement, stores are required in Harlem, Black Harlem, on 125th Street to be shut down in honor of Malcolm X. And this has been going on for, I don't know, over 25, 30 years. And this is continuing. So on that note, we will support that move, but also mobilize Black people economically. We must build our own economics. We must be able to control that. We must be able to fight for the freedom and liberation of our people through economics. If we have no economics, we have no freedom. And again, I say, I welcome anyone who are interested. It seems that no one else wants to chair New York, who are interested in joining the new Black Panther Party in New York City. You can contact me at 718-678-9959. Black Power, and thank you.
Is that 9959?
Yes.
Sisters and brothers, if you want to join the new Black Panther Party in New York, please text 718-678-9959. We need New York back to where it's supposed to be. 718-678-9959. Sister Ya, are you ready?
Yes. Yes,
Your motion for a National Black Economic Conference is hereby granted. Your motion is hereby granted. I will personally see that it's carried out as long as you meet your end of the obligation.
Yes, sir.
Your motion is granted for the city of New York City. It should be in New York, and this will help New York make its comeback.
Yes, sir.
If it's April 1st, my dear sister, you're going to have this conference, and you're going to have it on the weekend of Marcus Mosiah Garvey's birthday weekend in August.
Yes.
That logically fits, and it gives you time, and it gives us time to promote it across the country and to bring the right people into place, and it's the right man's birthday for the right thing.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so your motion, ma'am, is hereby granted for, I think, this 19th and 20th is his birthday weekend. We're going to support you all the way for Garvey Day from the 17th through the 20th. And hopefully from the 17th through the 20th, it'll be all about economics and Black economics in New York. You got it, Black woman. I'm all behind you to be successful.
All right. I'm with you too, darling.
We'll work to bring every economic force in, and we got to be substantive about it. All you got to do is, in the meanwhile, now you're duty bound to help me with the new Black Panther newspaper clothing line, because I need a serious partner in economics. I'm starting to hear something from Yasu. I'm pushing Khalida heavy, and I need to know Black Panthers that are serious about making money. I need to know people that are serious in business. I'm very serious about business. As those know, I'm not here to brag or none of that, but I'm serious about business. I have property, I have real estate, I have employees, I have business. You know, they try to attack me, but one of their attacks is always saying that he's got some money. Well, I got some money because I know business, and I'm about business. I want y'all to be successful. Okay, so business people who are listening, I need you to contact me. We got other business projects. Buy Black Movement. I don't know if Catherine Myers is on here. We're supposed to be rolling on buyblackmovement.com and a lot of other projects. God bless you, ma'am. Your motion has
Okay,
been.
thank you.
In the meanwhile,
Black Power, I'm with you. I'm with you. Just give me my instructions. I got you.
Let's find out where we're going to be on that date. Let's start promoting it. We'll set up a committee. We'll start inviting the guests. And in the meanwhile, going up to it, we're going to practice what we preach. We're going to practice the Black economics, what we preach, which means, exploited as Black people are, I expect us to be attacking some bloodsucker in the very near future.
Absolutely.
I would be remiss if some bloodsuckers did not come under some serious economic strikes in the future. Matter of fact, to the whole Panther Party, I'd be remiss if y'all didn't come under in the future some severe economic, our enemies, pardon me, that our enemies wouldn't come under severe economic attack. Let me move forward here right now. Let me take one question out the chat. I love you, Sister Ya. One question out the
love you too.
Next guest before we close.
Before we close, Brother Chairman, Brother Jay out of Vegas wants to do a quick report, if it's okay, please. There's just a few questions in the chat.
Oh,
I'm sorry?
bring Brother Jay Jackson on.
All right. Bring him on, Yasu. Yasu, Jay still with us? While we wait.
Yes, Brother Jay, you should be able to unmute your phone and speak.
I was putting all information in the chat, Brother Chairman.
As much audio as possible. For this session here, video is important. I'll take
Hello.
Jay Jackson.
If you're on video, it's going.
Brother Jay, do you have your camera on, sir? Do you have a camera?
I don't have my camera on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, brother. You gotta talk fast. Jay Jackson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you very well.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I appreciate your work and your enthusiasm. I appreciate it. I'm your brother. Let me ask you this. You were just awarded in Las Vegas. What were you awarded for, and how did you come about getting such an award?
Well, I was awarded for being as far as a champion for the children, the African children. I've always put the African children first. I was awarded for that. I really appreciate that part because I strongly believe that we have to lead by example when it comes to the African children. We have to lead by example. So I've been trying to do that ever since I joined. So I appreciate that part. Also, I was awarded for the fact that ever since I've joined the new Black Panther Party, I've been patrolling from day one. Even when I was by myself, even before I had members, I've always kept boots to the ground out there patrolling, making sure that we don't have no Rodney King situations on our watch. So,
you got some bleeding lines here.
What's the word?
We got bleeding lines to the producers. Go ahead, Brother Jay. We listening.
So those were the two major reasons why they gave me the award. Patrolling in the community and being a big brother to the African children.
Okay. Brother Jay.
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing a good job. It seems that you're on a membership drive. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Now that I have Brother Yasuk with me, he's been a very big help. Highly intelligent. The recruiting drive is going very well. We're getting the people that we want in this organization. So far, everything is going good with recruiting. I'm very happy with the recruiting part. We got some very good new talent in Las Vegas. Very good new talent. And they're showing me a lot. I'm learning a lot from them too. So with the help of Brother Yasuk, everything is going fine with the recruiting. It's no problem there. We're going to keep going strong. We're going to keep having weekly meetings. That's a big part of it. I heard you bring that up, National Chairman. I heard you bring that part up. As far as a big part of it is staying consistent. I always use that word, stay consistent, and that's what we've been doing with the weekly meetings. That's a big reason why we're having a good recruiting as far as a spurt, a good recruiting type situation, new people coming in, because we're staying consistent with having weekly meetings. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 people, whatever, but we stay consistent. We don't get lazy with the meetings on a weekly basis, not monthly. I'm talking weekly.
That's right. That's right. All right. Brother Jay, we know you're on audio. I want you to stay on the line here and listen. You all are listening to the West Regional Field Marshal and the Las Vegas chairman of the new Black Panther Party, Brother Jay Jackson. Brother Jay has told you some important things that has even impressed me. He say, I'm listening and learning from new members, sisters and brothers, myself included. We all can listen and learn from each other. And because Jay Jackson is doing that, he's growing and evolving to this day. I thank Brother Yasu for what he's doing there in Las Vegas. And I thank you, brother. And I'm coming to Las Vegas soon to support you in person. Thank you, Brother Jay Jackson.
Brother Chairman, before you go, there's just 2 quick questions that I think you've answered, but I just want to be respectful, acknowledge the questions. Coming from Bianca and Corey Howard Bay. Ask the questions, can women be a part of the defense team, and how much are the dues?
Thank you so much. Yes, women are a part of the defense team. In Texas, the requirement was at the Texas shooting competition that every 5-person team must have 1 woman. Okay, so even though my language is male dominated, I apologize. Sisters, we need more women to train with the Defense Corps, please. You can train on Thursdays. All you have to do is pay your regular dues, which everybody here should be paying, of $25 a month. If you pay your regular dues, just attend the classes. And you can get the information on class attendance, 877-506-2184, 877-506-2184. They'll give you the link. We'll give you the link to the classes. Attend the classes and also text that same number to pay your dues. To get instructions on paying your dues. I mean, y'all can put it up in the chat room. It's expenses 9986. That's the fast route. Expenses 9986 to pay $25 monthly dues or to make donations. By all means, we need more women in the Defense Department. We need more sisters to practice self-defense. And you're more than welcome. We want to see you Thursday night. Yasu, make sure nobody that asks is let out of Thursday night. You're welcome, sisters and Black women. We need more. I want to hear from Brother Ahmad and Yasu if I'm going to hear from them live. Let me get another question, then I'm going to ask for either Yasu or Ahmad if they're going to come on video, or I'm going to chairwoman from Memphis before I close out.
Okay, let's see if Sister IJ is still there. Sister Tawanda, you still with us? I know she was on earlier. I don't see the name. So you have Brother Ahmad or Brother Yasu, or
let me take a question first, and I'll come to them. Then we close.
There weren't any more questions, sir.
You mean one question out of all I said?
you made your points. Very valid.
I still don't like it. I'm a good student. You let me get in a class at Howard University and my professor's raising all them points. I'm finna have 10 questions. We'll be right in the class. Can we do that? Can we do that? You mean nothing I said sparked you to do something? I sparked you to do nothing?
Okay, I will read a statement from Brother Bantu X, MEPP. He says, I'll just say I'm an outlaw, and if we're going against the government, all should be expected, even ones with felonies and warrants. This thing is popular. I just feel I'm sorry. It dropped on me, y'all. Oh, God.
Are you finding that? I forgot one part of our program. There are many parts to the
What's
Panther
that?
program. Let me state this so everybody know as we close. A new manual is coming out in the month of April. A new manual is coming out. I can't cover, and neither can the Panther Party can't cover all of these party points because they can't cover the main points, let alone all these points. But I will be remiss if I didn't emphasize the prisoner program, and the program for political prisoners is very active. We are members of the Black Defense Committee. We are currently supporting several political prisoners, including Ozone and many others, and Hannibal, trying to keep Najee from becoming a political prisoner. Brother Hannibal, Brother Rodell, who's one of our Crip brothers behind bars. We support Mumia. We have an official program to support prisoners and political prisoners. If Ahmad comes on, he should be able to speak precisely to that. But I, as an attorney, can assure you that this party supports those behind bars. And for those that are listening, we need more supporters. You should text in. If anything I'm saying is sparking you and you want to help, text the number so we can let you get in where you fit in. I'm disappointed that I would get one question out of all of them points I raised because y'all ain't that smart to have completely understood everything I said. I would question myself on at least 15 points of what I said. So I need y'all to step up. Anyway, who's next? Is Minister Ahmad coming on camera?
No, I don't see him, sir. I do have one question from this. Ahmad, are you there?
Ahmad should be here.
I saw him earlier, unless he's dropped off. While I'm looking for him, someone is asking a question. Is there a chapter in, I guess that's St. Louis? That is a question, sir?
From my understanding, there is a chapter in St. Louis. I'm hoping Daryl Hawkins is on the line.
No, sir, he's not. No, sir, he's not.
Text 877-506-2184. 877-506-2184. If there's not a chapter where you are, which is many places we are, if there's not a chapter where you are, you can still join the party. Text join to 877-506-2184. Therefore, you can still join the party. If there's no local chapter, no local meeting right now, no problem. Join the party and just follow our instructions and attend our classes. Because what's going to happen is, if you are the type of person that wants to establish local meetings and there are no local meetings, then we're going to work with you to establish the meetings we're talking about. If you're not comfortable in establishing meetings and there are no meetings, then you will be able to sustain your membership by getting your instructions from us, your clothes from us, your newspapers from us, and we'll get you set up when the time comes right. But at all means, everybody that wants to be a Panther should be able to be a Panther, whether it's functioning locally or not. There's a struggle for us to get to functioning locally the way we're supposed to be. Nobody who believes in what I'm teaching tonight should be denied membership to the Panther Party, even as one who is a member of the Democratic Party cannot be not denied Democratic Party leadership. All they got to do is vote once a year. And that's the only requirement here, is that you pay your dues and check in and you can be a Panther. We'll figure the rest out later. Is Ahmad, Minister Ahmad, on this phone line, National Assistant over the Prison Department?
Yes, sir, he's on audio. Ahmad, you can unmute yourself.
All of this audio. Now, y'all make me stay up. I'm an audio man, but we get to the national meeting. I'm right here on y'all, shaved and all of that, ready for my national meeting. And y'all want to give me audio. And we talking to people on video, and y'all want to give me audio. But I'll forgive you because I love you. The voice from Florida. Let's hear the voice. Come on.
Ahmad, I don't see
Yes,
your
Black
number.
Power.
You're there? Good. Okay, I'm sorry.
We would love people to see
Yes,
who
Black
you are.
Power.
Go ahead, speak up.
Yes, sir. Black Power. Actually, I have difficulties. My phone kept dropping, so I just got on audio. But I just basically want to say that you kept speaking about perfection. In the nation, we have a question. It asks you the question, who is the best? The answer is the fruit is the best. He's constantly training and conditioning himself to meet and overcome all obstacles in his path. His sole purpose is to deliver the 17 million or more dead to the Lamb of God, Muhammad Muhammad. Now, I would say in the new Black Panther Party, we should have that same mindset to overcome all obstacles that's in our path to become successful in the new Black Panther Party. And by doing that is by doing what the chairman just said. Practice what we're supposed to be practicing and putting it to work. And that is studying. First of all, prayer, studying, and moving with the people, speaking to the people. And that's how we're going to become successful in our local chapters, in our local communities, throughout our regions, and throughout the whole Panther Party. We must communicate with the people. As I always tell the members here, to be relevant in your community, you must be amongst the people in your community. And that's how we're going to be successful to overcome anything that our community and our people may face at any given time. But we must be disciplined. We must be going forward and be critical thinkers, because in the nation, it teaches you to become a critical thinker. And to become a critical thinker, you must be trained mentally, physically, and spiritually to become who you're supposed to be. And all of us have a purpose in life. So we must go forward and understand what that purpose is. Now, I just said that to say that we must be perfection. It is by training and conditioning. And that's how we're going to become successful. Now, as far as the Defense Department, that's the same thing. We must practice to become perfection, to become perfect in our training in defenses. If it is weapons or hand-to-hand combat, we must be practicing daily, weekly, hourly, much as possible to become that perfection of a defense individual. Now, the chairman was speaking about the prison department. Yes, we have many political prisoners that is behind bars, and they need our support. I have a whole tons of letters that I read and I correspond back to these brothers and sisters that's inside the prison. Only thing they're asking us to do is to support them by writing them, by connecting with them. That's all they want. They don't want to be left alone thinking that no one supports them. That is one of the hardest, heartbreaking things you could think of while you're behind bars, is to think that the people that you fought with and walked with is not supporting you. That is hurting. So we must support our brothers and sisters that's behind bars. And we do have programs, like as the chairman spoke. There are tons of prisoner programs and organizations that volunteers and help those that's behind bars. So to say that, Chairman, I don't know what other question that you want to ask me about the prisons or what you had in mind, sir.
I appreciate your statement. You're in Tallahassee, Florida. When are the meetings in Tallahassee? When and where are the meetings in Tallahassee?
Well, the meeting is at 79 Azalea Trail in Tallahassee, Florida.
What was that?
We have meetings on.
You're moving fast. Are you going too fast? Where and when are the meetings?
Okay, the meeting is on Wednesday nights at 79 Azalea Trail. We have our meetings from 7 to 9.
Right. Wednesdays at 6 o'clock at 79 Executive Trail.
Azalea Trail. AZALEA.
AZALZA.
Yes.
AZALZA Trail?
Yes, sir.
Azalza.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what were you going to say?
And the times is at from 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
7 to 9 on Wednesdays in Tallahassee. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You have this going every Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's stick to it and get to it then. I don't have any further questions right now. You're in compliance on that level, and I need to inform you that I will be in Jacksonville, Florida on Friday, May 5th. On Friday, May 5th, I'm going to be in Jacksonville, Florida for a special party activity on legal rights and Black male development. It's going to be a special party activity on legal rights, and there's going to be a section of it for Black men only, but I will be in the city of Jacksonville on May the 5th to
May 5th. Yes, sir.
on May 5th. So we can lock that in on the calendar. Okay, May 5th.
Yes, sir. May 5th. Yes, sir.
Okay, also put in the chat room. I want everybody on this call to spread this word around the country. To text join. Text join to 877-506-2184. If you believe in what I have taught here tonight, if you believe in what I have asked here tonight, and if you believe that in what I have outlined, if carried out, will be good for Black people, good for our party, our organization, text join to 877-506-2184. 877-506-2184. I heard that we have Frankfurt, Germany on the line. Welcome, Germany. If Africa is on the line, welcome you. My sisters and brothers, as I conclude, well, I want maybe Yasu, if he has something to say, I'd like him to come on and take us off of here. And Khalida, if you have some words, I'd like you to say something.
I just gotta say I love you and thank you, Black Power. Y'all stand with you. Hold on, let me do this official to my chairman. Black Power, I love you, brother.
Oh, let me say something. Let me
What's
say
that?
something. I'll let y'all close. I'm gonna be quiet. Look, y'all. We can do this. Heartfelt talking to y'all. Just who doing it. If y'all really want to build a strong organization, you really want to solve these problems, and if you really want to fulfill your own destiny, I get the sense that many people come in the party because something in them tells them that they're supposed to be a part of the liberation struggle. If you adhere to what we said tonight, if you will follow this guidance, if you will keep your head on straight, we can move mountains. We can build a mass party, a revolutionary party, a self-defense party, a party that fights police brutality for Black economics. We can do it. We got good leadership. We got members all across the country. And so that's what I want to say. Join the Panther Party. Believe half of what you hear and none of what you have heard. The enemy intends to make sure that what happens tonight and what I say tonight is not successful. But you must understand that you heard it from the heart here, and you heard it from our board of leadership. May God bless you all. May God guide you all. I turn you to the hands of the National Communications Team to guide us out of here. And you have my email, you have our numbers, and let's go forth strongly with vigor and intensity to carry out this liberation struggle. Black Power, turn it over to Sister Khalida and Brother Yasu. I'm going to hear and be quiet.
Yes, sir. Black Power. Brother Yasu, I just want to just touch on real quick what the chairman spoke about for our newcomers. I want to first thank you for your time and coming to listen and hear this word, because it is A1, it's needed. 2, it's sincere, and it's just genuine. when I think of the number of years that I've been involved with the chairman and the work that I do, and it's led into different aspects of because of my professional background, it still has not driven me away from my home base, and that is our people. My first and foremost love in this is I honor and cherish the Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. That's my thrive. That's what keeps me going. If you have not made yourself aware of this brother's history, I encourage you to do so. Because again, what Brother Chairman Malik is doing, what Brother Chairman Hashim Nzinga has done is nothing but for the fight of our people. So again, this is a new opportunity. It's a requiem, it's a rebirth, it's a chance, it's an upgrade. Let's just take the chairman up on what he's put out there and let's just do it. We are not guaranteed the next 5 minutes. And what I say, I can look back on the past 5, 6, 7 years coming into the work with this brother and other, at that time, people who were sincere about this party. Had we adhered to that, to what we've been ordered to do, we'd be a hell of a lot stronger in this game. We have allowed the cracker, we have allowed these people to come and take our babies and take our men and our family, innocent people, innocently. If that's not enough alone to make you want to fight and put on these BDUs or your prom dress and pumps, it doesn't matter. Just come prepared to fight. Lastly, I'm going to say what's important about the New Black Panther Party national databases. We have worked, Brother Yasuk, a couple other comrades, Brother Nehemiah, Brother Ahmad, have worked diligently on this for the past 2.5, 3 months. And we are proud to say our enrollment now is very close to 1,000 people that we can reach. And I guarantee you, 900 of those are new people. These aren't people who are just, been in the party, want their names in the system. These are people who are expressing an interest, some way, shape, form, or another. They're reaching out, they're coming through, we're getting their referrals. The chairman wears several different important hats that he has to do. He has his professional life, yes, and legal. And thank Allah, thank God for him having that. If that man didn't have the legal brains to go what was in his spirit on this war front, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to fall back because I can go on with it for a long time. All I'm saying is, again, take this seriously. You can, if you have not done so, you can obtain an MBPP application at the newbpp.org. Complete that application. Submit the proper identification. Let's get you vetted. Let's get the dues paid. Go to the Black Panther Party clothing line store. Get your appropriate gear. So when it's time to roll out, we're in uniform and we're rolling out. It's really just that simple. I love you all and Black Power. Brother Yasuk.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Black Power.
Yes, sir. I was getting ready to say.
Give me just a second. I'm trying to get this switched over. I'm sorry. I really don't have a lot to say. I think we've been on for a while. We took up a lot of time. I think a lot of people have spoken. There's been a lot of things that's been said. I just want to thank everybody for the work that's been done. Thank Chairman for the opportunities. We are putting in the work. We are growing. There's some big things coming across the country. If anybody needs help with anything, I am back and forth from Indiana and Las Vegas, but you can reach me. You can text the 877-506-2184. I know there were some other questions, Chairman. Some people were asking about newspapers. There was a couple people that were asking how can they get newspapers in Charlotte. There was another person I know. Also, you spoke of the international people we have online. Yes, we had a new member that just came and joined from Germany today. Also, we have a brother that's online. He was online. He's from Africa, from West Africa. I know we have representatives that are over there and we're growing over there. Also, people are starting to contact us and they want to join and be members over there and support. So if you could just close out with anything you can give on that, and I think that'd be enough.
Stand by, Chairman. You're muted.
Good question. Thank you. What you're doing, organizing wise, the communications team has done excellent just in terms of upgrading our communications. Everybody's getting messages by text application, wonderful upgrades. I thank you all so much. Responsible for the success here tonight. The newspaper. Here's what we got to do for the newspaper. You got one more chance to get this right. Okay, so right now, Brother Bantu is the format editor. Brother Bantu is the formatting editor of the paper. He's the person that formats the paper. He's already been paid a deposit to format the paper. What is needed right now is who is the committee that's going to work on the content of the paper. Somebody has to do this, lest I have to sit down here and do the whole paper, which is not fair to me, although I have my contribution. So the national need, or any need, whether you or not, I need to know who is going to be diligent about compiling the newspaper according to our standards. Seems like Sister Carla, you would be on that committee. Seems like Brother Yasu, that's something that you would be on. And that's something that you, Brother Ahmad, have to be on. And it's something that I should hear from other Panthers about being on. Sister Chuma, I believe, submitted a couple of, she would be helpful. She's actually come to my office. Sister Abunga Chumba has come to my office and done some paperwork on the paper. So what we need right now is is that national newspaper committee needs to be formed right now that will put the content in the paper. And it's really not hard. Once the content is in the paper, then you got the paper editor. He knows how to lay it out. Then the only thing that will be left is printing the paper and getting the paper to the members, and maybe getting some money from the chapters in advance. You know, I'm sure we'll get some, but I don't even hold it as a strict requirement. I'm not here even to say that every paper you're going to get, you got to pay for in advance. I'm still merciful. But this time, if we get this paper all printed up, sent out to Charlotte and all of that. Charlotte, the direct answer to your question is, if what I'm saying is carried out, the paper should be out by Malcolm X's birthday. If what I'm saying is carried out, the paper can easily be done by May 1st and on the press by May 19th. And then all we got to figure out is how it's going to get shipped here, driven there, transported here, which we will figure out. We don't have no problem in getting us a big box and shipping them to Vegas. All we need is support. Support in writing, support when people organizing their chapters and putting their money up. But even if they don't have all the money, we can work on consignment. But right now, I need people. So we need the committee that will write it. And then I will put another procedure over the orders. I will put another party over the orders, other officials over the orders, and collecting some money. So at least we can collect half of that paper money. That paper costs about $3,700 or something to put out 10 or 15,000 copies. I forgot what it is. And it costs editing costs. Notice I said I had to deposit with the format editor. It ain't free. The paper can run, and it can run economically successful. It depends upon the faith, the loyalty of the members who believe in this 11x17 paper, which is the coldest in the country. So form the national committee. I'm likely to appoint somebody like Minister Ahmad into assessing everybody's payments, in terms of assessing and getting people to save their money up, to put some money in on their papers. And I'll be pumped up to figure the rest out. And you can have your a glorious paper that this time must be held accountable for. This time when it goes out and the city gets 1,000 papers, somebody has to be on it right there with the person to collect that money and our money back after they done went on and made their money. It has to come back to headquarters. This is a business. And so if you want it, you got it. If you're going to stand up for it, By May 19th, you can do it. That means an editorial committee must be formed, and also whoever's going, and a person here that's going to hold the leaders accountable for their own paper. That's that. Membership, you made another point about membership, sir.
Yes, sir. We had a couple of people who reached out to us from West Africa. They were wondering about international membership as far as for contact, and how would they go about becoming a member knowing that they're in Africa.
We welcome you in West Africa. We welcome you all across the planet. I will work with you specially in the international division. Just text JOIN 877-506-2184. I would love to help you get the program of the Panther Party up in Africa. Love to get it up in Europe. I want to come. I'm trying to put it in my schedule to come to Europe. I'm trying to put it in the schedule to come to West Africa. I need to get to the Caribbean, and I need to know we got members in the Caribbean. Therefore, I'm for it. I want those persons placed on a priority list, and I will work with everybody from Africa or Europe or other areas that want to pick up this program. I will work with you expeditiously and effectively, and you will be happy, and I welcome you. Is that
yes,
it?
Sir. Yes, sir. I think that was about
Okay,
it.
we
That
go
was
to everybody.
questions.
Oh, it's been a long 3.5, 4 hours, but it was worth it. Sorry for eating at a couple points in the meal, but we haven't eaten that I can't remember when we eat. We've eaten so little, we barely eaten. But it's a great time to be barely eating. And I would urge you all to also practice fasting. If you're not doing Ramadan, do some type of fasting in support of Ramadan. Give up something in this day and hour. Give up meat. Give up anything in your life that's harming you. Give it up. Eat the right foods. Clean it up. And you'll cause yourself to live a longer life, and you'll have more energy. I'm going to try to come back and teach within 2 weeks, maybe on a different subject, but I'll try to let you hear more often, from me more often. In the meanwhile, I want you to do your work. I love everybody on this line, and I want you to fulfill your destiny in the liberation struggle. I am your brother. I am your servant. I am the student of the Honorable Khalid Muhammad, and I am the brother of Hashim and Zinga, and I carry this legacy of Black nationalism on in my lifetime. I'm honored to work with you as my brothers and sisters and companions. Black power, assalamu alaikum, and all the other good greetings that are out there. Love y'all. Fight the power, man. Take a stand. Fight it.
Black power, brother. Black power, comrades.